Hello everybody, and yes, it's here. It's finally here. Season 4 of Fallendawn, baby, let's go! I'm so excited. Okay, let's find out where we left off here. Once again, by PaintingSkye, this is one of the longest series, the longest series I think I have covered on the channel. It's the most consistent, I'd even argue, too. I'm baffled by how much there is. I am simply astonished that Season 3 that I covered took 6 hours long. That's my fault, though. You know, if I focused more on the actual reading, we wouldn't actually have this sort of issue. But that's not going to happen. Welcome to Fallendawn Season 4, Episode 1. I did leave the little sneak peek for the ending of that last video there. God, it's been a long time. I'm not recapping 6 hours. That's a movie you watch once and then you don't go back to. But let's see. A few months have passed since Meltdown was taken by Flora in a prison within the school located in Ponyville. Well, yes, they can technically run there and try to fight their way in, but the place is surrounded by Flora, and worse yet, they don't fully know what Flora is capable of. I freaking love Flora. I love Flora. Main character energy. Love it. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Narration, it's been a few months now since Meltdown was kidnapped by Flora. No one knows why she did it or why she's so different compared to the other Flora. She's I thought it said unintelligent. Nope. She's intelligent, clever, and pure evil and cunning. Floras in general haven't mutated at all. The only difference is their plant growth. The older Flora have more moss and flowers, making them harder to find. It's best to never be alone. You need someone watching your back. Flora are considered a new and hostile animal species and aren't considered ponies after their eyes turn yellow. Crazy process. This kind of falls along that sort of dystopian era in movies, how they kind of like tried to domesticate zombies after the apocalypse. Like free labor and stuff. Crazy work. Not here. This is different. They're just animals. That's kind of a crazy thing to think about, though. You know, you get bit, you just become another quote-unquote new species. Oh, you're just another Flora. Oh, classic Flora. You get the idea. I botch 90% of things I say anyway. Usually when you go to holy frick, first challenge, Silesia. That's right. I hope that's right. You can just walk or take the train across the bridge, but since Fallendawn, things have changed. Magic now forces the train to a stop, and no one can enter without being checked out. You can't fly in either. There's a royal flight guard on a constant patrol around the kingdom. That's fair. I too would want that. Islands. Most islands have either restricted entry or completely closed off entry. I mean, to be fair, if up here somehow gets infected, like, obviously this is the culprit, this is the main issue where everything's going down, but if somehow everything up here, or any of these islands get infected, that's how you know it's bad, especially once it starts getting colder. You would expect them to slow down, but I'm just saying, that also means if your population is getting sick, even though the infected are ridiculously slow and frozen and stuff, I think that's just good game. I think that's a game over. Kingdoms, towns, villages, those that are stuck on mainland have done their best to keep their homes safe. They train patrol, dig deep trenches and walls around their territories to keep the Flora out. Some towns don't let in survivors, others welcome them with open arms, and some have become cult-like in nature. It seems the long months of uncertainty has created disharmony and paranoia. That's fair. You know, some folks ask, Jay, what would you do to get rid of the infection? No, how would you kill the infected? Well, I'll tell you what I would do. Burn them in a volcano. There you go. If I could deal with any of the infection, let's say I could do it too, right? If I had the ability to just get rid of all the infected, or to make sure that the infection is gone permanently, that sort of thing, throw them in a volcano. If it tries to regenerate, it'll just get melted again immediately. It might be a regen loop, but it's always going to be cooked at the end of the day. It won't survive. That's what I think. That's my logic. VIP Great Housing. Home to Fluttershy and Discord Crusaders, Rainbow, Rarity, Simon and Alistair, Starlight, Sunburst, Trixie, plus a few more. Winterlight Empire is so far away there is no more sun. No sun or moon. so they rely on their crystals to provide light and warmth while using the stars to guide them. Their castle floats due to its foundation being a large gravity stone. Unlike Cloudsdale that ran on a machine, gravity stones are slowly refilling their energy and slowly growing stronger so long in the Winterlands. The castle on the gravity stones is believed to be the oldest castle in existence. Gravity stones allow anyone, regardless if they have wings, to float up to the castle. Gravity itself is weak in the Empire, letting ponies jump higher or feel weightless. Other nations, some are so far away they have yet to see their first infected. That's the ideal situation. That's what you would wish. Though that doesn't mean they aren't taking it seriously, as you should. One of those suckers shows up on shore, that's... Okay, for a second I thought I was looking at some sort of like Made in Abyss blob creature sort of freaking thing for a second there. It took me a second to process it. Are you crying? Yeah, Kai, I'm crying. No. No, okay. Yeah. Light magic, Sylvia, dark magic, demigods, Edith, light and dark magic. Well, it's just the lore. The lore is... you could probably make a whole lore video, like an hour long or something, just due to all the content that this series provides. It's crazy. Okay, so Lusterdawn, what's going on with you? I actually don't remember what happened here. That's part of the mystery. We go into this completely blind. Oh, the schoolhouse. Okay, let's see. Flora Lee's School of Horrors. Oh, we love that, though. A simple school layout with a basement, classroom, and a small front room. The basement is small, filled with old desks and boxes of school supplies. It is also the current home, or more so prison, of Lusterdawn. That's what happened. Okay. I like that. That's good. Good. Cabby, front room, classroom, hatch. What's this? Basement. Oh, base, but it says it right there. I'm blind. Yeah, guys, when I read these, I am talking, and then I am trying to read, and then interpret the image. Or my brain is overwhelmed. That's why I sound completely out of my mind most of the time. It's hard to comprehend all of this. And better yet, be able to keep up with it all. Oh, this is a video. I don't actually want to listen to audio respectfully. Nothing in here but books and school supplies. Okay. There has to be a way out. Why are you in the basement? How'd you get? I just have to find a way to unlock the hatch. Oh, that says something spiral. I don't know exactly. It's kind of blurry. Spiral staircase, something. For fuck's sake, I didn't want any of this to happen. Just let me out already. Freaking love Flora Lee. Yeah, it's not everybody wants to end up trapped in the infected's basement. Uh-oh. Oh, she's mutating. Oh, she's mutating. Oh, no. Oh, dude, I actually like that. Hold on a second. No, I actually really like that. Unfortunately, I can't keep up with it because Instagram doesn't allow you to kind of select a video. I suppose it doesn't have that slider, whatever. Brain not working. Mule. First image, no, okay. Dear Soul, our little crew has made it to Winterlight without much of a hitch. We've been under quarantine for a bit, but now that me and Toby are crashing with my friend and her family, we've had a bit of freedom to explore the city. Learning to walk without a leg's been a roller coaster, easier some days than hard on others. I keep seeing this little shop of prosthetics in the corner of my eyes as we wander about. I'm almost certain Toby knows I'm eyeing it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's probably one of the most justified things I've heard. If I lost a leg, I too would probably be eyeing the prosthetics like, dang, must be nice to walk. Yeah, it probably is. I too would eye that. Completely understandable. Maybe I'm just being wishful, but I do miss not hopping around like a bunny just to walk in. Yeah, I got wings, but I don't feel like flying everywhere. Truth is, though, I wouldn't know where to even begin in telling the folks what kind of leg I'd want. Extra jewelry, want it, dipped in gold, silver, you know, expensive stuff. Lace it with, some sapphire, ruby, emeralds, would you? Ah, we love that. Gives me something to think about, I guess, haha. I'll probably just ask JC. I don't know who JC is. Her opinion later. For now, I'm not complaining about my hobbling. At least I'm still kicking, and that's about as much as I could ask for. Oh man, okay. This is the first AU I've read in a while. I'm still getting back into the swing of it. I am a mess. Yo, Nix. Thought I'd write and give you an update on your twin. Soul is doing a lot better than before. For the past few months, I've been focusing on her recovery. Managed to get her to speak. It's simple, such as water, food, or play. But it's a start. As for her eyes, it took a lot of work, but I've created new artificial eyes for Soul. She's still adjusting, but you know how she is. She's in good spirits and mostly just wants to play. Ah, frick. I am forgetting to read the things on the side slightly. My apologies if I do end up missing that, folks. But it might happen. Sunset for the last few months has been healing and retracting Soul how to speak. Retracting? Reteaching, maybe? I don't... It says retracting. Once she regained new eyes, Soul began to slowly become more herself, if not slightly more playful when she realized it was Sunset taking care of her. She can't express it with words, but it's clear she recognizes Sunset and is happy to see her again. We love that here. Okay, what's going on here? I've been training Twilight how to fight lately. It's been rough, to say the least. You think with a hero status and who her brother was, she'd have more combats. Combat isn't genetic. It's not inherited. It's learned. But in reality, she always relied on her knowledge of spell and reason. She's never physically fought anything. For training, I've limited what spells she can use, and she has to keep her wings out. This in itself has been a struggle, but she has yet to give up. I'm joking, obviously. I don't really care. Every day we're out when the sun has just risen and won't rest until we're both sore and aching all over. Oh, that's not fun. That's gotta suck. Becky has also been a part of these training sessions as well. And she, oh god, that was a mouthful. She's honestly impressed me. Her deformities give her a great advantage. She's extremely fast with good reflexes and also helps Twilight improve her instincts. For some reason, I thought they were going to treat Pinky as like kind of like a third wheel. Like, okay, we're going to duel, but then anything might happen. There might be a cannon shot come this way. You'll never know. So you got to be careful. You never know. Pinky might shoot an artillery shell on you. Twilight is growing to be well-rounded and intelligent ruler. I know one day she'll make a great queen. And on the side here it says, Nyx has been hard at work. Now that she's got back with society, she's been watching over Silesia. Silesia, I'm just calling it that. More advancing protocols and protection measures. She's been going back and forth from Silesia and Ponyville to personally training Twilight and Pinky how to fight and deal with combat situations. Oh man, we love Flora Lee. Hi, Flora Lee. Freaking awesome creature. What an awesome creature she's turned into. Twilight? Okay, what's going on? Oh, hello, princess. AJ, is something wrong? Well, I'm just looking for Twi. Oh, well, you see, after all the commotion she's caused, she decided it was best to leave. Oh, no, bring her back. Twilight would never leave her brother, especially when she's so suspicious of his fiancé. Oh, well, in that case, I should go let the girls know the... Know the what? The news? Leaving already? Not so fast. What just happened? What just happened? Why are you running, Goober? What the frick just happened? What? I'm so confused. Not so fast. It's suddenly... I'm so confused. What? My leg. I can't feel my legs. What happened? What happened? Oh, it was a bad dream. Bad dream, I think. Gasp. Bad dream. It was a bad dream. I was like, oh, okay, you're talking. Perfectly normal conversation to why are you running? Why are you running? And then there's blood on the screen, as we saw. That completely had caught me off guard. Was not expecting it. Bad dream. More like bad memory. Those duo seem to sneak up on us at the most inconvenient of times. Those do seem to. Okay, I get it. Happens to you too, all the time. They are never easy. Even with time passing, our minds have a way of bringing up our fears and pasts. You can say that again. I made breakfast. I always found food to be the best comfort. Wow, cooking. What was that? Was that the training? Ruling Imperium and more? There really isn't something you can't do, huh? Before banishment, you had to know a bit of all to survive. I must admit, they're handy skills. Ooh, breakfast. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. When you wake up and you see the orange juice on the table, you know it's gonna be a good day. I'm just saying. Orange juice is freaking delicious. Pancakes! I love pancakes too. Pancakes good. I don't know, waffles, pancakes? I don't know. What do y'all think? Which is better? Ha ha ha. Okay, so they're just having a good group breakfast. We love that. 3 days after wedding. Please, I'm sorry. I won't ever bother you again, I promise. Please, please. So shouting in the woods. Okay, classic, iconic scene here with the birds flying away from the disturbance. What the frick? What is going on? What happened to you? After committing a series of crimes such as stalking, kidnapping, impersonating royalty, multiple forms of assault, harassment, attempted murder, and finally, for starting a war on Imperium, I hereby sentence you to death. Frickin' crazy work. Crazy work. Stalking and kidnapping. No, what? What do you mean? Alright, we gotta read this now. A blast from the past. AG doesn't have these dreams often, but they do tend to sneak up on her at the worst of times. When the wedding took place, Twilight couldn't shake the feeling that Aphrodite, I don't know, was off. She couldn't place it. Aphrodite acted perfectly like herself, and yet it always seemed slightly off to Twilight. When she told her friends, most were too busy with their own tasks to notice or assume she was stressed. AJ, however, believed Twilight and said she'd do her best to find more out. Before AJ could find anything, that's when Twilight snapped at rehearsals. Yeah, that's right. And made herself look like a fool. AJ tried to look for Twilight after that, but ran into Aphrodite instead, where she tried to flee only to get her spine snapped by Chrysalis. Hence why the girls were unable to get to use the elements to aid in the fight. My Thorax was the one that broke off from the hive to go into the underground tunnels and save the real Aphrodite and Twilight. Right. Cadence. That's right. I remember that. Name change. I forget that's a thing. There's a lot of that. Let's see. Chrysalis was able to get so far because she was playing the long con? And had impersonated Aphrodite weeks before the wedding, manipulating and using spells to keep Ares sedate. Ares! Holy frick, I apologize, everybody. I cannot talk today. Sedated just enough that he was too loppy to ever tell the subtle difference in how the fake behaves. Nyx, who was still not in public that often and still recovering from being in the moon for so long, felt the shakes within the castle when the changelings were sent away. Alerting her that something happened, Nyx is a warhorse. The second she felt the shakes in the building, she clicked into war mode and vanished before others realized. She hunted and executed Chrysalis with no mercy. In doing so, the changelings who ran on a hive mind looked at Nyx as their mother, which she did not want. So when the Empire returned and was given to Aphrodite and Ares, Nyx gave the changelings to them. To them too. Okay. The Empire, being filled with an abundance of love magic, broke the changelings free from their hive minds and giving them the chance to do whatever they want to. That's the post-comment section that I'm reading, so for those who are curious. Fallendawn Imperium Lore, Envoy Logs, Volume 2, Envoy Logs. Sombra, race unknown, curse. Curse is mostly non-existent now, but it had caused him to be needlessly aggressive to the point he enslaved the Winterlight Empire and went to war against Sol and Nyx, resulting in Winterlight and its land to be banished and frozen in time. Return. When Winterlight, oh my god, I can't do it, I can't talk. Returned, Sombra went to war against Ares and lost. One horn was shattered and Sombra was imprisoned. Sombra's curse was suppressed with a horn cuff and giving him a sense of clarity. Over the years of being imprisoned, Sombra was allowed to help the Empire. For example, he advanced and invented crystal tech. He has always worked hard to make up for his mistakes. And then he invents the mind control helmet and then puts that on everybody and then retakes over the Dominion. We love that. We love that. It doesn't say that, but I'm just saying, that's probably what would happen. Sombra and Soteria. Oh, Soteria. Growing up, Soteria would visit and play with Sombra often. When her dad passed away and her mother was too distraught to talk about it, she would go to Sombra, who would always lend an ear and openly talk about her dad for hours on end whenever she needed. She's always looked at Sombra like a cool unk. We love that. We love unk Som. My AU, Sombra was cursed, causing him to grow violent and enslave Winterlight Empire. He has no memory of his past life, but doctors believe he's an alicorn due to scarring on his back. Spike and Twilight did not save the Empire. Aphrodite and Ares did. Ares, shining armor, defeated Sombra and imprisoned him in Winterlight's dungeons. Once given a horn cuff that suppressed his magic, he was finally able to think clearly and acted like anyone else who was riddled with guilt when he realized what he's caused. Also, while their crystal ponies worked on trying to break the curse completely, Soteria would also come hang out with him and looked at him like a cool unk. We love unk, bruh. That's cute. That's cute. Oh, there was a thing. There was a thing. It just blended. It just blended in super well. Edith. That's good. That's cute. So it's all the babies. Oh, that's also adorable. I love that. That's good detail. That's funny. That's adorable. Starlight promised she'd return Gummy. I love Gummy Gator. Gummy is MVP, let's be honest. We all love a infected Gummy, but we also love a mitochondria Gummy also. All the same. Dear Twilight, I'm almost at Silesia. I'm going to see if the nearby kingdom will let me take the train. Once in Silesia, I will write again and see if I can get a flight carriage to take me to Ponyville. Though finding one strong enough to carry Gummy may be an issue, but ensure Pinky and I will figure it out. Starlight. Starlight, Soteria, and Sombra have finally made it out of the Winterlight and off to the Ocean Bridge. If you have a good name for the bridge, that's lore. That doesn't apply to us, I'm afraid. This was done too long ago. Starlight had promised to return Gummy after using him to help refugees get to the Winterlight Empire. Cloudsdale has an X drawn. It's cause it's no longer there. It collapsed at the end of Season 1, or maybe in 2, due to the weight of all refugees causing the floating device machine. It was a big cloud and needed extra help to stay floating debris. I think it was Season 2 when Cloudsdale dropped. It was Season 2 or Season 3. The series is too long. I can't even keep up with it. Ah, man, okay. Well, yeah, no, I remember Cloudsdale had a little haha engine failure and then dipped itself into the ocean. That's crazy work that I did it like that. Wait, you're not coming with me? No, but if Mom knew I wasn't going to Twi, she would have never let me go. Soteria, wait, there's still more. Sorry, I'm getting a little too ahead of myself. I've held on to a few of my dad's old logs and journals, one in which is an Envoy log from when we worked under Sol and Nyx. He met a lot of unique tribes and beings who I think can help us out. It's a long shot, but I can't help but feel it's worth looking into. You're a lot like your dad. Sigh, I love that. Fine, but remember what your mom said. Don't risk your life to save others. You can't be replaced. That's true. There's only one of you. That applies to everybody. There's only one of you. There will never be another. Soteria tells Starlight the truth. She's not going either her to... What the frick? She's not going either her to Ponyville. Instead, she's following the old log. I'm just reading it as it is. I'm trying. To Ponyville. Instead, she's following her old logs her father wrote when he worked under Sol and Nyx. She believes the beings her father once met could be helpful in today's current situation. I'm also kind of trying to read this slightly faster, even though I still am doing a lot of chitter-chatter, because I don't want to turn this into 6 hours if I can help it. 6 hours is too much. That's excessive even for me. Soteria's bag. Enchanted bracelets enhances one's scene when in danger. One's senses when in danger. Adrenaline, stamina, strength, speed, etc. Warning charm. Extremely rare charm turns red when malice or ill intent is detected. Great to give a warning of upcoming dangers. Throwing knives infused with magic. These throwing knives hover around its users and when thrown come back like a boomerang. Envoy Log Volume 2, Ares kept many old logs and journals from his early adventure as a royal ambassador, sent on diplomatic missions. This book in particular is filled with unique beings Ares met and those that Soteria think can be of great help against the Flora. External flame lantern created by Ares and gifted to Aphrodite, Soteria was given one to take with her. Oh, I can't sound it out. Soteria. Sotera. There's a little syllable thing, and I am just not acing it. I'm trying to... That's what I'm doing. How I say it. Somber supplies. They also have enchanted crystals and gear to help with defenses and offense. Okay. Somber's bag, repair tool, magic device that's able to turn into just about any small practical tool and is also able to act as a lighter or small zapper. It's the doctor's screwdriver. Yes, we love that. Throwing daggers, extra sharp and very durable. Infused with magic, these throwing knives hover around its users and when thrown come back like a boomerang. That's crazy. I like the idea of the floating knife. Floating throwing knife that comes back to you. wait, if you sharpen the ends of like a boomerang, you throw it back, you gotta kind of like play a little, I don't know, you gotta try to dodge the boomerang as it comes back to you, or else it'll cut your hands off if you try to catch it. Risky boomerang throwing. I like that, that's funny. Instant food, dried fruits, foods of all kinds packed to last long journeys. Okay. Fallendawn short. Okay. Keep wounds clean. Don't interact at night. Never run out of water. Yeah, that is a pretty good one. I like that third one. That's a good one. For about a month now, I've been studying and documenting all I can do about Flora while also doing my own research into a cure. I'm not much of a scientist, but I'll take any chances I can get if it means getting my brother back. I make sure he has plenty of water and sun lamps, which keeps him calm. Ugh, that's kind of screwed up. They're basically just dogs. You're basically just trying to like keep it on a leash. You're just throwing them into a zoo essentially. It's kind of screwed up if you think about it. But then again, it will try to kill you, and then you will become another one if it actually succeeds in its goal. So... justified, probably? He hasn't attacked me. If anything, he behaves like a wild animal. I think owning a tiger... think owning a tiger, yep. You might have a bond with it, you are able to approach it, but that doesn't mean it will always be your friend. True. I'm always careful and never come inside at night when he's the most aggressive and agitated. Kind of gives me a vibe. I don't know why. I've kind of been like on a Dead Rising spree lately, right? And the whole like night system and how they get more aggressive. Once a day, I scrub away all the leaves and flowers. I don't actually know if that does anything, but at least keeps him looking like my brother. What? Oh, right. Okay, I was trying to process. It keeps him looking my brother. Because they are your brother, but then they get all covered up in plants, and it's like you don't know him anymore. I get it. That makes sense. I was trying to comprehend it. Small brain. Like I said, it's a lot. It's hard to comprehend all of this. It was any normal supply run, no matter how careful you are, no matter how hard you try and attack. Always have the chance of being unexpected. Always has the chance of being unexpected. Okay. Zora left it off at first, saying he was fine and that chance of turning was low. But it didn't take long till the symptoms hit and I found myself racing for answers in a field I don't even know where to begin. He's my brother. I can't give up without trying. I won't leave him even if I know the chance of getting him back are slim to none. It's fine. Oh, no. It's fine? Shouldn't be, it's fine. Okay. Vespera and Zora are brothers and soldiers from the same unit. When the pandemic hit, they left for home and spent most of their time fortifying their home and preparing for the worst. As the months dragged out, they had to go on patrols and supply runs. At first, it wasn't so bad. They kept trips short, never went out after dark, and always had each other's backs. But then, during a routine run, Zora was attacked and bitten in the neck. Not wanting to lose his brother, Vespera now takes care of the Flora that looks like his brother while trying to figure out if there's a way to bring him back. He knows chances are slim but refuses to give up. I suppose it's noble. I mean, they don't seem to necessarily rot. Although, I can't imagine how your life is going to go when you have plant matter instead of, like, muscle and veins and stuff. You know, you just have that plant take up the space. That's kind of weird. Kind of planty. Flora Lee! I love Flora Lee. What a cool creature she's turned into. Very iconic. How has the world of Imperium handled the pandemic? Most islands have closed off access completely and won't let anyone enter. Sailors have now adapted to ocean living, refusing to leave their ships to go on land. Yeah, I suppose that's not a bad solution. Starwind Temple, though technically an island, is too big and too close to the mainland to shut off access. Starwind is also home to the largest recorded Bat Pony tribe of over 500 citizens. They don't speak the same language we do and are extremely recluse, but are fast and utterly despise the smell of Flora and won't hesitate to rip them to shreds. That's right, I remember the Bat Ponies in this were freaking awesome. They were super cool. I loved them the last time. I'm pretty sure that's this series. I think it's the same one. Because I recall them just being pretty awesome in design. I was all for it. Okay. With other species, Bat Pony, Mainland, Griffins, Kingdom, Starswell. Starswell, Kingdom? That's baffling to me. I didn't know that. Starswell Temple, Kingdom of Starwind Temple. Everyone in the kingdom lives within the large stone fortress, home to ponies, Kyrans, and griffins. The rooftop is filled with gardens, and the inner courtyard is rice farm with docks surrounding the little islands. The courtyard wasn't always a rice farm, but since the pandemic, all food trade has been halted, so many kingdoms had to convert space into gardens just to keep their citizens fed. Hey, living off of the land. Probably one of the smartest things you can do in a survival situation. How is Mainland doing? Mainland is a mixed bag of reports, some good, some bad, and some downright awful. Ponyville, or more specifically, Sweet Acres, is the largest food distributor. They don't have the apple products. They make chips, canned fruits, sauces, drinks, ale, and reserve of all kinds. And now all of that has stopped. Oh, that's actually sad. That's a lot of stuff. Kingdoms have been converting empty space into gardens and emergency food production facilities, but then you have small towns and villages that just don't have that access and need to risk foraging and scavenging for food. Remember, yeah, farming's a gradual process here in the apocalypse. You start small, but you scavenge for a little bit, keep working on the farm on the side. Eventually, it's self-sustaining, right? You take care of it, it'll eventually take care of you. But you get out what you put into it, essentially. There have been some reports of a growing cult. We love that, by the way. We love cults in AUs. We don't have much information, but we do know is they behave strangely, as if mimicking the Flora. They wallow in mud and dress themselves in moss and flowers while wearing masks with glowing yellow eyes. Very creepy, and honestly the last thing I want to deal with, especially already having to deal with Flora Lee on top of all else. No, I love that. Okay, so we have a Whisperer's situation going on here. I'm all for it. I should update Twilight. Sigh. Guess that means I have to tell her about Soteria. Soteria. Yeah. Sodera. Dear Twilight, I'm a few hours away from Silesia. It just sounds like sleaze to me. It just sounds like sleaze. Sleasia. Silesia. The Kingdom of Starswell has been very kind. They customized their trains to make them more armor-like. They're slower with less departments, but more space, stability, and more defense than any other train. Their leader's been working agreements with the Griffins to have them run island patrols and be first responders to act on any Flora sightings. It's not easy to get non-pony species to help, though. After all, the buffalo helped. They were strong and capable, and yet were ripped apart. What? And now with reports of Cheerly, who is venomous, no one wants to take that risk. No one wants to die. Dying, it's a new reality for us. Life has never been so dangerous before. Many species are having to make the difficult decisions of whether or not they step in and help. It's not easy for any of us. I just hope this doesn't divide us or create resentments. Nah, Buffalo are dead? Nah, impossible. It's not possible. No way. Maybe Cheerly, but ain't no way some freaking Weeping Flora is gonna freaking kill a buffalo. There ain't no chance. A buffalo is winning. That thing's gonna get gored to death. Or literally trampled. It doesn't matter. The buffalo would definitely win against a zombie. I'm just saying. Moving on to more personal matters. Soteria and Somber left. She's found your brother's old Encore logs? What? Encore logs? I don't know. And is... admit the beings... What? Beings your brother once met could be of help. I apologize. She's a lot like him, you know? That fire in her eyes and determination to explore and aid. Don't worry, me and Aphrodite drilled it into her that she's not allowed to go sacrificing herself for others. As for stopping her, what am I supposed to do? I might have a little social standing due to my relations with others, but in the eyes of the public, I'm just a peasant. There was no way I can stop a princess. If she gets in trouble, I have no doubt Somber will step in and help. See you soon, Starlight. Oh, that's adorable. Guess I should have seen that coming. At least she's combat trained. Like daughter, like father. We love that. We love that. That's funny. That's a good time. 6 hours. That's so crazy. That's so much work. I really do respect the effort, though. There is no excuse for how much effort is put into it. There's so much effort. Like, one of these 16... I have respect for all AU creators out there who put so much time into these, by the way. But it's the fact that it keeps going. This is such a long series. Oh, heck yeah. This is the good crud. Only Flora with spider plus mushroom mutation. Spider and mushroom mutation. Flora Lee, queen of Floras, lives in the school with Luster dying being held captive. I don't get it. Why would she keep him alive? Obviously she's quirky, you know, but like, why would you? And Luster Dawn could definitely get out of the basement. I don't think that's something that's going to be impossible to escape exactly. Obviously, you're trapped with either starvation or dealing with the plant people that are above you. But hey, take your chance, I guess. I don't know. I feel like Luster Dawn is capable enough to get out of a basement. Many voices speak when she speaks, one in which is Cheerly, the other voices are her thoughts. That's interesting. Thoughts is usually different. Usually it's voices of multiple people, like your victims and whatnot, but having it be all your thoughts is actually very crazy to think about. Is that a sack? What is that? A sack? Is it moving? It pulses. Multiple eyes. Second mouth. Second mouth? What do you have, a mouth? Unlike Flora that kill their hosts when they take over, Flora Lee has technically kept Cheer Lee alive. They're crazy, completely symbiotic with her. I'm pretty sure is the... Well, could it be parasitic? It might be parasitic. I don't know, because like if it was symbiotic, they would be like yin and yang, sort of. Benefits, or I don't know. Frick, well, you know what? I'm just gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna stop talking because I am going to say something stupid. And that's understandable. Okay, so let's see. Episode 5, let's go. I can't leave her. She's done so much evil. I know that, I really do. But she's my friend. We've known each other since diapers. Grew up next door and lived like sisters. That is crazy. Okay, so this is the school, of course. I almost feel at fault for dying. If I hadn't fallen from the bridge, none of this would have happened. I know there's nothing I can do, and yet I so desperately want to try anything I can to make a difference. I want to help, but she can't even see me. She can't hear me, and all I seem to be able to do is cause her nightmares. Oh, man. Okay, so she is kind of trapped down there, I suppose. Yeah, so, okay, so she is making the effort, though, at least. Oh, Flora Lee! Flora Lee just kind of has, like, Velociraptor energy. Holy cow, those fangs? Nah, dude. That'll kill ya. These things are huge. She's like a saber tooth. How long are you going to stare? Oh, she sees. You can see me? Oh, yes, we love that. Ha 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 ha. I am a god. My children are rebirthed through the death of ponies. Why wouldn't I be able to see you? Dear Lord, that's not good. That is not good. No, this is... No, she's gonna freaking bite your head off in, like, one go, dude. A god? Nah, she's getting a little too ahead of herself. Flora Lee is not that special. She is not that powerful. A god, a being that is unlike no other and defies the law of the universe. I think I fit that description quite nicely, don't you? Don't you? Would have been a better way for me to pronunciate it. After all, I know me. All fear me, and yet there are even those who choose to worship me. Haha. That's true. I think that more than qualifies me as a god. Haha, oh my little firefly, we are going to have fun. Some fun, haha. Oh, I love Cheerly. This is it. She's getting quirky. Villain. She's been in her villain arc for a while now, but it's getting more interesting. Lily Days is a ghost who can't move on. She's tied to so many living regrets and attachments she can't let go of, which is essentially trapping her to always be close to Luster Dawn. Lily Days, though, thought she was alone. No one could see her except for Zecora. Until now. Let's see. Okay, this is big lore right here. Why did I pick Cheerly to be the big mutant of this AU? I had to pick someone everyone recognized. I couldn't do Lyra or Bonbon because they're always together. Same goes for the Doctor. Doctor and Derpy, I'm guessing. Cheerly is a pony everyone knows, but is on her own. She has nobody to protect or who's always by her side. But Cheerly's a pony everyone knows that is on her own. She has nobody to protect or who's always by her side like everyone else. That's really all it came down to. Okay, there wasn't a big special reason here. Okay, so yeah, there was no special reason why Cheerly was chosen to be the big bad evil guy. She just kind of was. She just kind of fell into the role, I guess. Is what it seems like. Oh. See, I just can't. I can't risk it. I can't tell if it's looping or not. No. Okay, it definitely is. I love that, though. The supernatural. I can't do it. I'm sorry for everyone's ears who heard that. My throat is so dry. Reading these is killing me. That's okay, then. I'm here for it. When a pony or being dies, their journey doesn't end there. They become a ghost soul. Most souls come to terms with their death and have started their journey to meet Psyche, aka death itself. Every soul's journey is different. Some walk down a memory lane, others walk through peaceful forests, fields, and forgotten cities. Some see their families one last time, and what about those souls that are unable to accept their deaths or choose not to move on? Honestly, frick, I already forgot the dead pony's name. That's been like the main character. So not the main character, but a major character to the story that we saw in the last one. I just don't know what Cheerly could possibly do to a spirit. Like, you can't torture a spirit. It's already freaking dead. Well, I don't know. You could defile something, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what else. I mean, they're dead. It's a ghost. You can't really touch it. You can probably talk trash, but that's probably it. And ghosts and souls. Some souls don't remember that they died, or it's too tragic to accept. They appear as white glowing figures with their mark of death, often exaggerated in some way. Keynote, they are tied to either regret, sorrow, pain, and suffering. They simply can't let go or control their feelings. They are often tied to a location or an object, whether living or inanimate. They can't venture far from their attachments. They are trapped, unable to leave and move on due to their own mental burdens and suffering. Spirits! Spirits are souls that understand they're dead, but for whatever reason have chose not to move on. I defy you, death. Spirit level 1, they have power levels. We love that. Can wander but not far, as part of them is still holding on to some sort of living ties like sadness or anxieties. Level 2. Looks like their old selves, but with a small mark on how they died. Can wander and travel anywhere they want. Hold no negative ties to the living. They understand they can't change or alter anything. Most level 2 spirits are simply around to watch their loved ones and live and wait to be the first to meet them after death. Depressing, but at least that's a happy thought. Fae spirits. It is a soul that has been evolved, rebirthed. Only psyche and transcendence can evolve a soul into a Fae spirit. A Fae spirit is a being that is both alive and not alive, pony and not pony all at once. They are limited on what they can do to the living realm, and usually only alicorns or gifted beings or children can see a Fae spirit. If a child befriends a Fae spirit, then it's possible they will continue to see them even as they get older. A soul rarely chooses to evolve into a Fae spirit because it means letting go of all living ties and attachments. Their memories are erased and their body evolves into an alicorn-like form, the height of an average pony. They serve the gods, rarely speak, live half like a ghost and half like a curious student. They don't and can't feel rage, vengeance, or anger. They can, however, still feel sad, happy, joy, curiosity, and so on. If you don't have memories, though, your memories kind of like make you who you are. At that point, you're just brain dead, you know? Like, emotions are kind of wasted. Well, it was whatever. I don't know why you would choose this. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why you would want to be a Fae if you're gonna go in your head. So, not exactly what I would do. How ghosts / the supernatural work in my world. When a being dies, they either remain a ghost in the world of the living and have a harder time accepting death, or are transported to a sort of in-between dimension that warps itself to your happy place, making the journey to death peaceful and enjoyable. Well, that's generous. I respect that. I respect that. Also, respect to Transcendence over here. We love Transcendence. Transcendence is huge. Huge. It's my birthday, so no post today. Happy birthday! Happy late birthday. Happy late birthday. Congratulations. I don't know what else to say. Oh man. Fallendawn Imperium, created by PaintingSkye. We love that. Oh, so cute. So cute. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. There's so many. Oh, next. I like this. This is pretty. I am a fan of this. This looks like a book almost. Oh, maybe that's the goal, and I'm just being ignorant. I love it. I love it. No, I love it. No, yeah, I do. I do. Alright, so Sweet Apple Acres down below, I'm pretty sure. Ponyville is up top. I wonder if there's going to be more kind of like a choose your own adventure sort of thing. Or, I guess, votes system, I suppose. Ponyville has many hidden tunnels underground that are used for fast travel. Love fast travel. I love fast traveling. Saves me so much time. In the day, the tunnels were used for VIPs who wanted to pass towns and villages without being noticed by the public. Twilight uses these tunnels to get to the castle. In order to get to these tunnels, she would use an advanced cloaking spell to make her invisible, though she has to be careful because others can still hear her. Twilight has been using the castle to study and research the Flora. She casted a strong barrier around the castle, preventing anyone from entering or leaving the castle without a special key. It's a very advanced spell that most wouldn't be able to handle for long periods of time or cast while not at the location the barrier is being placed. But Twilight, the very embodiment of magic, and has been able to cast the impossible. We love that though. Bubblegum cotton candy pink. That's pretty. Actually, really good magic here. Showing of the magic. I like that. The castle is staffed with the best scientists in Rogar to protect them and the facilities. It's safe to call the castle laboratory at this point. Many rooms are converted to hold study and experiment on Flora in hopes on understanding their behaviors, weak points, and strengths. Fire. Literally invent the flamethrower and they'll all be gone. Easy. Little deforestation never hurt anybody, right? I'm just kidding. Don't do that. They can. It's the apocalypse after all. Well, okay, nope, we're going down a rabbit hole. Wildfires are gonna happen in the apocalypse, folks. I'm just saying. People might think everything's just gonna be zombies gotta worry about. Nope. You gotta worry about lack of meds, medications, whatever. You're not really gonna get surgery if you get a freaking infection. That might be it for you in general. Wildfires will go rampant because people are going to become careless and reckless, and a lot of other horrible things are going to happen because nature will take back. But, you know, they also have a garden where they grow and test a variety of herbs and potions ingredients in hopes of finding a vaccine. Why did I say that? Vaccine! Why did I do that? I'm surprised you still got this one. Usually you don't keep the same one around long. I like him. New friend acquired. Thanks, Princess. I couldn't have asked for anyone better to help me. Oh, that's depressing. I knew him before he turned. Stupidly, I'm a little attached. Plus, it allowed me to learn a new behavior. New behavior? Is that bad? It has some pros and a few cons. I like that. I like that I like this Twilight, by the way. That's adorable. Alright, so you know how Flora classified as an animal? Yeah? Well, kind of like how you can bond with a tiger, you can bond with a Flora. They understand who their caregivers are and tend to act more neutral. I'm sorry, but the moment that it can get the ability to transform me into one of them, I don't want that. I don't want that thing as a pet. I don't want to bond with that thing. I want that thing eradicated. I want nothing to do with it. So you two got a bond. Yes. Would I ever be around with no protection gear and play games with them? Hell no. It's an unpredictable animal that can attack at any moment. Good. Good. That's smart, Twilight. I respect it. However, this means they're smart enough to form attachments, and in theory, one might be able to train a Flora as a pet. Why did I have to be right when I was talking about the whole domesticate the infected thing at the start of this? Why couldn't I have just been wrong? Our unclaimable pet. What? I don't know. Unclaimable pet. But a pet nonetheless. I don't know. It's a very small font down here. Could not read that. I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, me too. Family members might try to bond with their false impression their family member is still in there. Or, worse yet, who's to say how the cult will respond? They might try to train the Flora or form close bonds. Oh, great. Yeah, okay, they're gonna sick 'em, boy. That's literally what they're gonna do. They're gonna freaking turn him into, like, hunting dogs. Oh, that's fun. We love that. We love that. No, we just love escalating everything. Oh, no, that's not good. Note, the tunnels that are underground in Ponyville aren't stable enough to move large groups. They are very old and fragile. Tunnels that are small, little cramped, and have the possibility of caving, so only Twilight knows and uses these tunnels to get to the castle. Secondly, Flora aren't zombies. They aren't undead. My mistake. I keep thinking they are. Well, do I? I don't even know. Frick, I don't even know. I don't even know my own judgments anymore. There are new species that kills its host and takes its place. They have their own beating hearts, bleed and feel pain, and are warm like any animal. Their host is gone. The only time this isn't the case is with Flora Lee. The reason Flora Lee is different is because Flora Lee is the queen bee. She's the OG monster host that jumped from Celestia being into Cheer Lee. Being because she wasn't able to handle an alicorn host, especially only with the broken horn. Why hasn't she offed Cheer Lee? Intelligence. When the other Floras take over their hosts, their hearts replace what was once the pony's brain, which stunts the intelligence. Flora Lee kept her brain nearly entirely intact. That way she can grow in knowledge. You know, that's crazy work. But I'm kind of thinking about this, right? I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure Cheer Lee was supposed to be like the patient zero, right? Celestia bit Cheer Lee, obviously on the head, right? But my point is, shouldn't essentially anybody who was bitten by Celestia also in turn turned into a patient zero, right? I'm thinking with logic that it's like generational infection. You have your top dog, which is Celestia, then you have the folks she bites, and then I imagine from there the disease kind of distills into your basic weepings and floras, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. And it just kind of goes down like a chain. That's my logic. That's the way I think about this. But I don't personally care too much at the end of the day. But, because I think it's interesting all the same. Flow 101, abilities, average stats. Flight, no. Exception. Changeling Flora are the only Flora that are docile and can fly only a few feet from the ground. They eat dead things and prefer to migrate to swampy places. Magic, no. Crystal Flora are capable of small sparks of magic that makes objects shake, tip over, and lift from a second or two before dropping. Very weak and random. Weak. I don't know. Chiron Flora, due to their inferno forms, are extremely hot. Their bodies are slowly burning from the inside out because they have no control over their flames, and because of this, they are extremely hostile, fast, and deadly. I like that. That's a good one. Flora Queen Bee! Yeah, we love Flora Lee! I love Flora Lee. Literally, she's not even called Cheerly anymore, right? Literally, everyone just calls her Flora Lee. It's so good. I love Flora Lee. High pain tolerance, multiple voices, speaks at once, cunning, fast, sadistic, unpredictable, and dangerous. Appears to have a sack of sorts forming on her back. She's more aggressive and protective of it, and it seems to make her extra hungry. Uh-oh. That's not good. Are there going to be more? Are there going to be more Flora Lees? Flora types. Flora can't speak, very low intelligence, slow and weak, right? See, this is, I suppose, an easier way to explain what I was thinking. Because it would obviously go Celestia, Cheer Lee. In my opinion, because Celestia, whoever Celestia bites, I feel like would become special infected. Like Flora Lee here. And then from Flora Lee's bloodline, or whatever, whoever she bites, would then become plain-esque infected, like these two. That's what I think. Weeping Flora repeat phrases, usually last words spoken, low intelligence, low speed, and average strength. Flora sub-pony species differences. Crystal Pony releases a random spark of magic that only ever jostles objects or tips things over, can't lift or affect anything, and heavy. Crystals on a Crystal Pony become dull. Chiron have the shortest lifespans. Chiron. And honestly, that's one of those names I always kind of hate to pronounce. Are the most hostile, will eat and attack other flora, are slowly burning away. Very depressing way to go out. Very self-destructive organism. Changelings are the only flora that are docile and can fly a few feet from the ground, eat dead things. They will eat dead ponies. Migrate to swampy lands. So that's your vegetable zombie, your plant zombie. I forget what they're called, but they, instead of eating flesh, they eat plant matter. Flora facts, diet, water, blood, sun. Obviously, they're not zombies. I know the Lord, they're not zombies now. I don't know. I don't think I can call that a living creature. I swear they die and then get back up. I don't know. That's just me. Basks sleep in the sunlight, hunt and prowl at night, will hunt just about anything that moves, tend to have pack mentality, and are close protective of their herds. Their eyes are always open even when they are asleep. See, that I don't like. That's actually kind of an intimidation factor for the infected that they have an advantage on. Takes roughly 10 days to turn into an infected. Getting bit doesn't mean you will turn. Some get off lucky. So, stage 1, first 3 days, show no to little signs. Insomnia, stress, soreness. Stage 2, day 4, itchy, lumps, seedlings started forming under the skin. Paranoia, fever, and stress. 3, oddity, craves an omnivore lifestyle. Craves water, dehydrated, sore, stressed, and insomnia. 4, exhaustion, lack of sleep, finally catches up, and all they do is sleep. Dry mouth, I might be at stage 4 right now. Pain, tremors. So stage 5, gets a burst of energy and will try to find any pony to be around. Seizures, headache, confusion. Stage 6, classified as a new species, non-sentient aside Flora Lee. That's crazy work. Flora anatomy. Okay, this will be good. I don't think we've seen anything exactly pertaining to their anatomy and scale yet. A flora's heart and brain mutates and fuses together, stunted until... What? Heart and brain mutate and fuse together? From an anatomical viewpoint, that doesn't sound right. Some have 1 or 2 hearts. Their hearts can be located either in their heads or in the chamber of their bodies, protected between all their other organs. I'm sorry, are you saying... Probably not. This is probably an exaggeration because they're still living creatures. If I cut off it at the neck point, right? If I just kind of chop it right here, will it still be alive? Does it need this? If it's growing a brain on its heart down here, does it need this one? I'm curious. Oh, man. So, arts. Freaking love this series, dude. I'm not even speaking English at this point. I said, I freaking love this series, dude, but I slurred that in my head from what I heard myself say. It sounded so bad. No, this is gonna be longer than 6 hours, I fear. Oh, God. After arriving at Silesia, Starlight was given not just any room to stay in, but was placed in the royal chambers, where she has been for 2 days now while transportation was put into order. I love you, Gummy. Cute little guy. Oh, hello, Your Highness. I thought you were still in Ponyville. I've been traveling to and from many of the kingdoms as of late. I'm here to gather a special attack force, check up on our borders, and then aid you back as well, as we all head for Ponyville. Oh, I see. Oh, by the way, do you not stay here often? They offered me a room, and it's still very sun-themed. This place was built with only my sister in mind. Ponies didn't even know I was real. Well, I can technically repaint and redecorate it all. None of it feels like mine. I constantly feel like I'm in my sister's domain. Changing everything now feels wrong to me, so I've kinda just left things how they are and instead spend my time traveling and bouncing from place to place where I am needed. That is kind of crazy, though. Oh, yeah, about that. Your Royal Highness isn't using that room. We can squeeze you in there. Crazy. Honestly, I was planning on building my own kingdom elsewhere and give ownership of Silesia to Twilight when she earns her queen status. But all of that will have to wait now. Can't do anything with how the world is. Anyhow, feel free to wait here. I shall return in a few hours after gathering what I need. We'll head out as soon as I return. All right, thank you, Your Highness. We love that. We love that. Over here we have the labs. Most of the plants are still growing, but here we study and theorize different possible formulas for a vaccine or any possible deterrents from the infected. Wow, this place is huge. It's very impressive, Twi. It's no wonder you're never around the farm. Can't imagine the amount of time and energy it took to getting this done within a few months. That's pretty. I like that. Hey, Zakor, how are you and the lab going? I am well, happy to be amongst the medicinal herbs. Most plants are almost in full bloom, so I can't, you have no choice but to read this meme in my voice. Ugh, freaking Zakora, get the frick out of my head. Everything has to rhyme with her, dude. She's literally wormed into my head. I cannot not try to make her rhyme. Sorry. Anyway, most plants are almost in full bloom, so we'll be able to harvest soon. How are you two? Busy as always, but things are slowly coming together. Missing the family, but I'm glad they're away from all the mess. The girls have even taken up different classes to improve their skills. Sweetie took up blacksmithing, Apple Bloom and Scoop both have enrolled in basic training. It's alright to miss family, even when they are better off. I'm glad. See, I'm freaking doing it. I can't. I'm glad to hear they're doing alright. I made sure to send Bloom all the beginning potion books I had so she can continue her studies as well. Are we almost in order on our front? Yup, just waiting until Nyx gets back so we can go over some things and devise a plan. Can't believe it's almost time. But soon we attack the school. Let's hope we can get Lusterdawn back. No, you sent Celestia in there in like a forest field, and she could just Nestle Crunch Cheerly's neck. Guarantee it. Meat pretzel that sucker. Oh boy, what's going on here? Ha 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 ha. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Flora Lee is torturing them. How do you torture a ghost? How do you torture a ghost? Okay, I like this little thing with the little arms, though. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That is not good. I don't know. Some of them are kind of pretty if you can get over the fact that they used to be ponies. Normal folks. Normal citizens. If you could get past that. I don't know. I don't know. Acid and flamethrower. That sounds like a pretty good combination, if you ask me. Oh, look at that. That almost looks like a new cutie mark. That one right there. Oh boy. I would hate to be with Flora Lee. Flora Lee is evil. Dawn is no fun to toy with, so Flora Lee finds herself taunting and tormenting their dead ghostly friend instead. Lily Days can't have a moment of peace without being tormented or stuck listening to Flora Lee's crazed rants. I don't know. I don't know. Right through the head is kind of silly. I love that. No, how does that work though? You can't touch ghosts. That don't work. I thought it said Dragon LOL, but it's Dragon 101. I'm so here for it. Okay, this is actually kind of cool. This is a big one. Religion worships a god they call Ignis. Ignis isn't the god's true name that has been lost to time. They call them Ignis due to saying they tell their young or to encourage others. Ignis is the fire that burns within our souls. Ignis is the god of monsters and the creator of dragons. They represent strength and dignity. Dragons are often secluded creatures, though show the utmost respect to alicorns and royals of any race. Will often welcome them to their homes. They sometimes let other races live with them, but they are usually special cases, since dragon homes are made purely for the comfort of dragons and may not be suitable for others. Or the fact that it's a dragon, and it probably is very, like... Okay, how do I say this? I imagine a dragon's home is entirely dedicated to said dragon's hobbies and stuff. So I feel like you would be out of place. Like, yeah, I only have one bedroom. I use everything else. There's not enough room for you here. Often claim islands with high mountains, hotspots, or volcanoes. Omnivorous, but primarily hunt any type of seafood. Outfits, royals wear red and black, will typically wear loose clothes and jewels. Females often wear headpieces, though not all wear it in their faces. In their faces? Are we... like a piercing? Dragon facts. Mates for life, oh my god. Eggs can take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years, depending on species to hatch. Hoarding habit, many picture a dragon laying on a bed of gold. Exactly. And while true for a select few, not all hoard gold. Every dragon has a unique obsession that they hoard, whether it gold, plants, bones, or so on. Dragon hoards are eventually used to make nests. Mates will combine their two obsessions to make a nest and take turns laying and resting with the eggs. They never leave their eggs unattended to. If a mate is lost, other dragon mates will step up to bring the widow food while they exit. Oh, that's kind of nice. They got a little close-knit community. That's probably the most generous thing I've ever heard a dragon do in any franchise before. Usually, they're super self-centered. Skin and colors. Any color dragons are smooth or scale types, though it is theorized through bone discoveries that there are other types of dragons, however, none can be found in Imperium. A dragon nest with purely bones. Kind of gives me a little necromancy sort of vibe, I suppose. A Dracolich. Yes. A dragon can have many eyes, as far up to 7 eyes. Alright, I vibe with that. That's pretty awesome. Oh, it's so small. Again, it's theorized that there are other types beyond the fog. That's a freaking big one. That's a chunkster. That thing is huge. Alright, some small, medium, and large. Whichever you prefer. Okay, so there are wyverns, but there are only their bones have been found. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. So we're on a beach. Okay. Princess. Oh boy, are the dragons coming back? Ah. Where are your guards? Royalty shouldn't wander alone in these troubling times. That's a threat. Where are your guards? They're somewhere. Oh yeah? Them doing some fairly classified work finding trustworthy beings when they are already so busy was more of a pain than it was worth. I see. Well, in that case, why don't you take a rest in Valm? Valm? Our nation will be honored to host you. What is going on? Who are we to refuse a dragon's offer? Dragons aren't unfriendly, but they also don't openly offer help or their homes to just anyone. They're secluded beasts that claim most islands that are deemed uninhabitable or unsuitable for other species and make it their home. The dragon population is low since they live so long. They don't exactly grow the desire to start a family until their later years, so a dragon nation is typically only populated with about 500. 500 dragon population is enough to probably wipe out any part of the world. Those suckers are dangerous. Their homes truly are a sight to behold. Most is built internally into the mountains, but they do build lower and build towers and basking spots. I am a lot better at reading like Microsoft Word prompt like text. Reading stuff like this kind of messes with my brain. They also have a small section built specifically to accommodate other species. It's the size of an average village and can home a few hundred. To be welcomed and given a home here is to be seen as a great honor. After all, even drakes live up to 500 or more years, so they view ponies or other species as nothing more than a changing season. It's kind of depressing. But okay, I respect it. They don't give us a second thought because they know we'll be dead in no time at all. As blunt as it is, it's just how they are. They'd rather not know you than know you and watch you wilt faster than a flower in their eyes. Holy cow, that's a little too personal. Alicorns and royalty is a special exception. Alicorns can easily outlive a dragon, therefore dragons almost view them worthy of their time. Again, I know it sounds blunt, but imagine living for hundreds to thousands of years. No, you got a point. Dragons are happy with the fact the chance of them meeting again is more likely. They're a friend that can stand through time. Alicorns feel the same in a sense. To meet someone that can actually take up a significant part of their time is almost like a dream. Feels too good to be true. Imagine spending most of your life stuck on a giant crater in space. Perhaps the moon would be a good example. Oh man, okay. Soteria and Sombra have been traveling solo for a little while now when they were picked up by friendly dragon. This just gives me Tiamat energy just without the extra heads. I like it though. I'm all for it. Lore, Envoy logs. I don't know, it's kind of pretty. It looks kind of pretty. I mean, like, holy cow, this place. It's very open. Morning, princess. Oh, morning. Yes, you're leaving today, yes? Yes, there is someone I'm looking for. I was going to start with them, but then I swapped over here. Also, it's so highlighted. It's so highlighted. Who are you looking for? I might be able to help you find them. A lady named Lido? Lido? She's a dragon too, I believe. Oh, Lady Lido? Yeah, you know her? Who doesn't know Lady Lido, bro? You're a freak if you don't know Lady Lido. My apologies for the outburst. I don't know Lido personally. However, all dragons know of her. Rumors say she's old at the time itself. You know how Discord is a child of the Overseer God, aka Lady Transcendence. Well, it's believed Lido is also a child of God, though... of a god, though we aren't sure which. She has a unique personality and prefers isolation. Though I hear if you seek her out, she is extremely wise. Oh, I see. So how do I find her? If you want to find her, you should get help from the Seeker tribe. They often give her offerings often. I should be able to help you find them. End. Oh, what? Sus? What's going on? Imagine if that was just the end of the whole series. Just right there, just end, flower. That'd be crazy work. After a little rest, Soteria learned the dragons do indeed know who she's looking for, a strange dragoness with the name Lido. She is rumored older than time itself with a rather unique character and personality. She can be hard for others to be around or keep up with, but they all still have in instances respect for her because of what she represents. Okay. Holy cow. See, I think this is still pretty. Next episode will... I thought it said extreme. Oh my god. I swear, folks, I am not dyslexic. I am not. I'm just not here. I'm just not here. It's easier said than done. Things to come. I was going to make the next 3 episodes similar themed action-based, but plans have changed slightly. I really want my action episodes to be in animatic, and because of that, I want to give myself as much time to finish it as possible. So the animated episodes will be posted at the end of this month. Okay, I'm just gonna skim through the rest of this. Alright, so I'm expecting more episodic parts. The plan! I have a plan, Arthur! Dutch! Step 1. The ERS Elite Rescue Society, which is founded by Aphrodite. While usually located primarily in the Winterlight, the ERS is filled with the rarest pony subspecies, Crystal Pegasus. With their speed and wing strength, their first task is to shroud the school and surrounding area in a thick fog. You are not to engage in any battle of any kind. Your task is to simply lay out the foundation and return. Foundation for what? You won't have to worry about whether or not you can see through the fog. We have a special enchanted headwear that will allow you to see clearly through the fog. They also have a horn blade attached, though please only use it in cases of emergency, as you want to avoid close contact with the Flora. I wouldn't even go... I mean, if you think about it, it might be super effective if you just dive-bombed a Flora from the sky. Like, with enough, like, force and aerodynamic energy, I think you could kill one easily. Just... right into it. Gone. No more Flora. These goggles/headwear also have an added benefit. Through testing, we found Flora have a unique body heat signature, so the goggles will make your allies appear pink while Flora are a deep blue and their eyes yellow still. Flora Lee, however, will appear as a vibrant red. I love how popular Flora Lee is. She's like a celebrity. Everyone knows of her. Do not engage. You leave Flora Lee to me. I wouldn't mess with Flora Lee either. When we attack, Twilight and Starlight are to rush behind the school, stay hidden, and try not attacking if necessary. Your task is to get inside the school and find Meltdown. You are to teleport her out of here. However, if you can't teleport, then run outside and toss her into the air. Yes, throw her as high as possible. The ERS will catch and carry her out. ERS? How much is ERS? The ERS? Everyone is to be fully geared. If you have a magic aptitude, you'll have to special gear that allows you to cast an extra attack. You'll also be required to have one main weapon and one extra weapon you can quickly switch to in case of something happens to your main. This is literally just a video game tutorial. Your primary, switching to your secondary is faster than reloading your primary. If you abandon, retreat immediately. We have few safe houses stationed a few buildings away. That seems risky regardless. If you get bit, I don't know. I get it. I get it, but, you know, you're still sick. You still might die, probably. I don't want any lives lost. You hear? If you get scared or find killing something that looks like a pony too hard, then please retreat. I know we won't get this. I know we got this if we work together. I swear to God. I swear to God. I keep butchering this. I'm gonna cry. I'm crying. I'm crying right now, actually. No, I like it though. Look at that. Look at all these happy faces. Now, how many of them are not gonna make it back? That's the real question. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my gosh, there's a thing here. Didn't see it. Dude. Flora Lee is so based. What a just such a cool creature. Oh, what a beautiful little monster. My little psychotic beast. I'm hiding. I understand, but what good is it gonna do? Just go with the basement. Just materialize in the basement. You're a freaking ghost. Go through. Actually hiding. I'm dead. I don't need to hide. That's what I'm saying. But I am. I can't do this anymore. I want to forget. I want to leave. I want it to all go away. I don't ever want to go through this again. That's exactly what Flora Lee wants. Oh, she's got little pincers. What's this? What are you? Whoa. Yeah, it's kind of pretty, actually. Huh. Well, you're still dead, of sorts. Hello? You going to say something or what? Just ignore her. Just ignore Flora Lee. I feel like that's literally the best approach, is to just give her the middle finger and kind of walk away. Like I'm not dealing with you. Poof. Rude. So rude. Where'd she go? Why leave, meanie? Says the murderous, torturous plant monster. Didn't even say goodbye. She's a little quirky. We love that about her. Alright, so Face Spirits. I already read this one. Yes, I already read this one. So, for all those who can't, most auditions, well, be volunteering. Okay, that doesn't involve us. We're a little too late for all of that. Okay. So we got an interesting project that might be coming up here. We might hear some voice acting here. Let's see. Oh, okay, maybe it's not this one. Legendary feather. Phoenix feathers can only be found in nesting grounds. This is because they only shed or pluck their own feathers to make a safe and warm place for their eggs. Phoenixes, due to their very long lifespans, only lay eggs every few decades. That's fair. You live that long, you might as well. Though they've been around for a while, not much is known about the phoenix. They don't like others and will have been reported to be rather snotty. They can only hang out with those they deem worthy of their presence. So they are not a fan of the poor. Okay, no, I understand that. they are very, very high class creatures. Got it. Episode 11. Soul's recovery, first few weeks of having her, symptoms, TBI, traumatic brain injury, amnesia, confusion, blind, weak hearing, burns, notes. After getting Soul from Dawn, I started with removing the melted headpiece and treating her burns. She rarely spoke, and when she did, is mostly a dumbed-down mimic of whatever you just said. Treatment, sleep meds, healing slime, and time. A dumbed-down version of whatever you just said. Hey, it's progress! So. Yeah, okay, they're different. For a purebred alicorn, she should be healing by now. My theory is curses, depending on intensity, affects how even a alicorn recovers. Treatment, I found some spells to help with her growth as well as a few potions to help the burns. Oh, it's adorable. It's just a little melted into. That's not a bad thing, I guess. I don't know. Healed but scarred. While I did my best to heal everything, there are some scars left behind, but on better note, I was able to enchant and create new eyes. Can you just heal my current eyes? I'm sorry, did you, like, put new eyes into their eyes? Their eye holes? I love it. All phoenixes! Oh, that looks like a little cozy, snug little area. Oh, so happy. Oh, little jolly bugger. Look at it. It's adorable. Stars. Yeah, they do look like stars. Oh, it's dumb. It's dumb, guys. I love it. I think this is cute. Stare. I like the color. Why are they staring? Oh. My bad. Poof. Aww. Alright, 5, 6 phoenix nests together. Okay, well, wow, so they just have one mega nest. That's crazy. The nesting grounds of phoenixes have been kept top secret for as long as I've been alive. This is because they don't nest often and their feathers are very rare. They only shed, or pluck them to nest. What ponies don't know is that their feathers have many medicinal properties. Okay, we love that. Oh, they're so happy. They're so happy. Sunset and Soul have been traveling on water by boat for some time now. They've truly made it their home, and while Sunset has been focused on curing and healing Soul, she's been diligently gathering material and medical ingredients she finds useful. The Phoenix Nesting Grounds. Sunset remembers coming to this in the past before she left through the mirror. She's a little surprised it's still here. She thought they would have moved, but it seems their grounds were left untouched. And all that time, which left plenty of feathers for her to gather, of course she traded them with the normal feathers she had enchanted. enchanted to produce heat similar to what their plucked feathers do, so she was able to get a fair haul of feathers. Okay. Oh, they got a new feathery companion. Okay. Oh, love that. Love that. Love to hear that. I still question why you would rather just heal the princess out in the wild when you could just theoretically just bring her back somewhere a little bit more safe. That I don't understand. That I think is a little bit silly. Zebra Okapi. Zakor the Okapi. We love that. In fact, zebras and Okapis live nomadic spiritual lifestyles and are very... No, I take that back. I think Zakor might still just be a zebra. I think Apple Bloom was supposed to be an Okapi, I believe. It's been a while. Of the world around them. They prefer to explore quietly and rarely interact with large cities or kingdoms. They do, however, trade goods with smaller villages, often trading bags, tools, enchanted gear, and medicines, which they make themselves. Extra. Most zebra and Okapi tribes' populations are hybrid zebra and Okapi hybrids due to their long ancestral origins. Diet herbivores, height 4 to 6 feet. Zebra facts. Zebra facts! Did you know? Zebras are master enchanters. Even if they aren't a unicorn, they are still capable of casting runes and enchantments. Zebras create high-level enchanted gear with a variety of uses, and either give them to the Okapis to use, or trade them for goods and resources. Their enchantments are praised and idolized, but many as other species have tried and failed to replicate a zebra's level of enchanting, making their enchanted gear very desired and valuable. I don't know why I thought this was going to be a part of this, so I kind of had that pause there. Pegasus. I love that. Their wings disappear when folded and will appear as a pattern on their skin. Okapi fact. Okapi fact. I'm done. I'm done. Okapis, even without a horn or wings, are capable of using any and all enchanted gear, regardless of how much mana is needed to use the enchanted gear. Medicine. Okapis spend their whole lives studying and learning things about all plants, roots, and anything that can be turned into medicine. So if it's a plant, it's fair game. I get, okay. Okapis and zebras have a long history dating way back to their ancestors. You see, zebras can make high-level enchanted gear, but can't always use them themselves. Okapis, however, who spend their lives making medicines, are able to use any magic gear, but are unable to use magic without it. So zebras and Okapis decided to work together, balancing out each other's weaknesses, and created a well-rounded team and a long-standing relationship that is still strong to this day. Okapis' medicines and zebras' enchanted gear are heavily sought out by many tribes. Many tribes only interact with others. If they want to interact with others, finding a tribe to trade with is like looking for a needle in a haystack. Dragons often know where a tribe is due to letters and consistent trade done between the two. That sounds kind of OP if you really think about it. That's kind of an OP little cycle there. One can make enchanted items, the other, well, you know, can't use it. That's, I don't know, that seems really OP. Like, if a zebra just makes one hell of an enchanted item, that's it, good game. You can take over the world with that. We should be there soon. Okay, that's adorable. It's like a travel tent. I appreciate the ride. This is a neat carrier. It looks neat. It looks a little nice and snug. Thanks, we use it often for deliveries. Every month we trade goods with the tribe. Okay, I like that. No, you never see that often. You never ever see a dragon with a backpack. That's neat. That's different. I like it. I'm here for it. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Cherub, after dropping Soteria and Sombra off, gifted Soteria flower that only grows near intense heat. This flower has many medicinal properties, and though they doubt or are unsure if it will help, they want to give what they can. Were you always blue? Maybe. The holy crud. Enmaratio tribe. I'm gonna go with that. I'm not gonna bother. There's a small tribe of zebras, Okapis, and hybrids of the two called Zebcaps? These custom words are gonna kill me. They have a long-standing relationship with the dragons thanks to meeting Ares in the past. They have a lot of respect for him, so when they met Satyria, they welcomed her warmly and are open to guiding her to meet the mysterious Leto. Before Cherub left, the tribe gathered and traded goods. They collected things like clothes. What does a dragon need clothes for? Dragon clothes. There we go. That's it. They're making dragon clothes. Shattered scales, foods, and medicinal ingredients. As a return, the tribe gifted enchanted gear and medicines in bulk. I frickin' said that completely backwards. It was the other way around. Frick my life. Satyria's Envoy, Log, Volume 1. In honor of her father, Satyria has started her own Envoy log, following in her father's footsteps and loving all her finds and adventures. Dear Dad, whatever tribe is wonderful. They welcomed us and even shared a few stories of when you visited and helped their tribes all those years ago. Thanks to you, the dragons of the whatever tribes have established relations and trade with one another. Okay, Cherub, Cloudstream, Tribe, Okay. Satyria and Sombra are making their way around the world and search for the mysterious dragon Leto, who apparently is older than time itself, and collecting valuable gifts along the way. Just find Transcendence. Just find Transcendence. It'd be so much more simpler. We love Transcendence. Okay. Winterlight Empire. That's pretty. I like that. Kind of, really, the whole place has sort of like an Aurora sort of vibe. Borealis. That's pretty also. Starlight's going to battle soon. I wish we were there to help. Oh. Toby, I'm slipping. Uh-oh. Look. Look at its face. Aww. Aww. Is that so? Sip. Karma. That's a terrible idea. What? And for infection, have those going around at its time, I used the infection hype to launch my AU. Hey, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. It's never made to be solely an infection story. It's why none of the main characters have been killed. Completely respectable. Absolutely. If it works, it works. So when I say Season 4 will be the last season with an infection arc, that doesn't mean I'm abandoning Imperium. Abandon it? Never. There's so much I want to know. Like, will we see my family? Oh, and don't forget Flutter babies. What about Flutter's brother? Isn't he still in a coma? Oh gosh, there's so much. Oh, and the gods of this world, you mentioned a few of them. Who are they? And what's with the fog? I mean, are we ever going to see the other side of the world? What's over there? Because Rainbow, there's a lot left unsaid and a lot left to be seen, so don't worry, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. There is, this is definitely the longest AU I think we've covered here on this channel. Especially given the last video of this was 6 freaking hours long. I don't think anything will ever top that. I don't think so. It might get close. But this is still, I believe, the longest AU we've covered on this series channel in general. Animatic episode coming soon. Side note to everyone who has commissioned for me. Last one was pretty crazy. That doesn't concern us. That's not for me. Nixon. Okay, these are pretty. Starsoul was a mentor father figure in their early 100s. Early 100s. It's just a century. It's not a big deal. Parents don't remember what they look like. Lost them 10 years old. Ouch. That's depressing. Make manipulate become a shadow. Shadows can affect physical items and beings. Soul's life ability can make and land fertile and grow into full bloom. Okay. True form. Nightshade. Nightshade. Right, I remember. Tall, three-tailed, and powerful is amazing night vision and has a vast knowledge of those that lurk in the shadows and mysteries that surround it. Nightmare Moon. This is the version of Nightshade everyone thought was true, when in reality, nearly everything written about this version is lie and nothing compared to the Nightshade. That's right! That's right, that's the gaslighting! That's the gaslighting arc about this. I remember that. Just creating a book that just spilled lies about Luna the whole time. Did I skip something? No. Hi, Flora Lee. There's gonna be a standoff here. Oh boy, we got some story time. About the artist, self-taught. I started drawing when I was around 10 after my grandparents both passed away, a few months apart of one another, followed by their dog of broken heart syndrome. That is super depressing. I'm sorry for your loss. The first thing I started to draw was actually My Little Pony, which had just started to air at the time. I was also being severely bullied at this time and was moved to online classes for a few years. Within that time, MLP was huge comfort. It's kind of pathetic, but since I was unable to make friends, watching a show where someone was able to was therapeutic. Ouch. That's rough. Wow, I can't say I understand specifically, but that says a lot. That is, there is value in that, I suppose. Like, finding comfort the best way you can. Mad respect. I respect it. I don't really know what to say here. Motivational speeches and credit ain't really my thing, but I understand. I get it. I didn't draw MLP for long, maybe a few months to a year. I only really stopped because I started to feel self-conscious. I felt drawing ponies was too childish. Even though I was a child myself, for as long as I can remember, I've been riddled with anxiety. I overthink everything, so even though I had OCs, notebooks written with fanfics, custom stories, and so on, I simply cut it all off because I feared drawing ponies was silly. I then started drawing cats before moving and sticking with wolves and canines. I never really went through a human phase, hence why they're my biggest weakness. That's kind of a depressing thing though, right? Sometimes you think about it and it's like, oh my god, everyone's going to make fun of me. Everyone's going to insult me and treat me differently just because I like something. Like what you want. Give those people the middle finger, maybe not exactly, but they can go frick off. But do what you want. It's your life. Live it the best you can. Try not to let others bring you down. That's, the best I can say. I don't really know what else to say there. I always wanted to get back into MLP and create my own world. Through a part of me was still scared to step out of that comfort zone. It was around this time the MLP infection hype hit. Suddenly, everywhere you looked, there was a twisted version of our favorite characters. I love that. Yeah, hi. I cover a lot of that. I didn't immediately jump into my own AU. Instead, what helped me with that last bit of courage was the Ponies with Pockets production channel, aka the Doctor Who's and the Assistant series, who are auditioning for more artists. Even though I hadn't drawn ponies in ages, I drew some examples and took the leap to audition. I managed to get accepted, and after drawing them for a bit, I got the courage to work on my own AU and soon introduced Fallendawn. I've been working for the Ponies with Pockets production for a little over a year now, though. There isn't many videos that feature my art because the episodes haven't been released yet. Preview coming soon. Be sure to check out the channel. I also, for about a month now, have been working for Equestrian Broadcast Channel, another Doctor Who's Universe series that's separate from the Ponies with Pockets production. Equestrian Broadcasts have an episode coming this fall. Check out their channel shows. This is a long time ago, by the way. 21 weeks ago, to be exact. Let's see. About the channel, Broadcast Channel. The Chronicles of Doctor Who's follows the Doctor native to the My Little Pony universe as they go on various adventures throughout their different lives. Ponies with Pockets, Doctor's Hooves, and assistants follow Time Turner, the Doctor from another universe, as he travels through time and space exploring Equestria and this pony-based universe he finds himself in. Dang. That's a lot. Look at that. That's cute. Well, we got a lot of lore there. We learned a lot. Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. No. We're refreshing this page. We're playing this video, if we can.
The day has come to retrieve Lusterdon and handle the ever-growing horde that has come to reside in Ponyville.
Yes!
Keep your soft spots covered and watch your backs. Flora is venomous. You are to run and report to me the second you see her. Now then, let us make haste.
You heard her. Let's move.
Yes.
Alright, here's good. We don't want to damage the school. Just take care of the horde.
No, there's too many of them.
Hit the thickest
there's
spots. Ready? Aim. Fire.
Dang, we got bombs? What the frick? Oh, that's actually kind of grim. Look at that. That's actually pretty cool. You tell me they're not zombies. There's no way.
What's all this? Why such an attack?
If you hadn't taken Dawn in the first place, we would not be here.
Well, actually, if Dawn never summoned me, none of this would have happened.
Love how
Summoned?
casual she is.
What are you talking about?
We all know the tale. Dawn tried to use Celestia's godly power to search for a spell that brings back the dead. But what she really did was summon something that kills and takes over the living. They die, sure, but are...
That's a zombie!
well, technically brought back.
That's a zombie! A creature cannot die and then
They just aren't
resurrect
the
and
living
not be a
you,
zombie.
remember?
You do not make sense. Not even I recall ever hearing tales of such a creature.
That's because I was sealed away long before you were even in the picture. I
Who are you?
am a
Poorly.
god,
Ooh.
just like Discord. I
don't-
was one of their precious creations. But then my creator threw me away. She threw me away. But now I'm back. And I'm just dying to have fun.
Yeah, we gotta put Flora down.
We'll
She-
see about that.
Why are you
Oh,
talking? Luna, kill her.
Nyx.
Monologue,
Do you
kill her.
really think you can stop me?
I am Queen Nyx,
She's doing
Lady
monologue,
of the
kill
Moon
her.
and my enemy's worst nightmare. I have hunted demons to extinction and winter goons to their decimation.
Quit bragging, Luna, kill her
You
already.
honestly think your slow, flower-filled ponies are impressive?
They are
Today
kind
you
of
will
impressive.
face my full wrath as I send you back from whence you came.
Oh, how generous. I suppose going head-to-head with you is a great honor. Your Majesty?
Silence, you miserable heathen.
Kill it. Yes. When they do the monologue, that's when you gotta kill them. Don't give him ground.
Looks like all of the Flora left the school.
Dang,
Yeah, but
Twilight's on a
we
stealth
should be
mission?
careful
Okay.
regardless.
Okay.
We don't know if anything is hiding inside.
Right.
Looks clear.
From the blueprints, there should be a trapdoor somewhere near the back.
It's over here. Dawn? Twilight?
I've been
Twilight,
trapped
is
in
it
the
you?
basement.
It is Twilight.
It's Princess Twilight.
I don't
Twilight,
care
please,
about
I'm
titles
sorry,
when
I
I'm
really
trapped
am.
in the basement.
Teleport her out of here.
But aren't you coming with?
And leave the queen behind? I can't do that. Your teleportation spell is advanced enough that I know you'll be okay.
But this isn't a part of the plan.
We're immune, and I have the element of magic with me. I can hold my own. I'll be careful. I promise.
Alright, I trust you.
That's
Now
a bad
to do what I
dash.
can.
Dang. It's kind of cool. It's really cool, though. I gotta admit. Oh, she's struggling.
Well, it seems you're more resilient than I thought.
No freaking no way, dude. Luna's more resistant than a
You honestly
flower
think
monster?
this is enough to hurt me? How about I show you true pain?
Oh.
You bitch, that hurts.
What the actual fuck
You, a
is
leg.
that?
Ew. It's like a strand of leg
How
following
dare you? They weren't ready yet.
Oh, those spores or something?
Oh, looks like your little pet has come to your aid, Nyx. Let's call this a draw. I'm done playing for today.
Yes, let's.
Oh my goodness! Nyx, you...
Wait, did
there's
that
a-
fall into her? Did that
No,
claw
Twilight.
into her?
Fret not. I
Oh
once
my
lost
god,
limbs in my
I
past.
didn't realize. I think that straight
This
up
is but a
impaled
mere
her.
flesh wound.
Tis but a
Let's-
scratch.
Let us make haste, and leave while the
your
Flora
arm
are
is
in
gone.
haze for now, that their master is gravely injured.
Of course.
No, just kill her.
Everyone, turn back!
No, just
we have what we
kill
came here
her.
for!
Get it over with. God dang. Okay, that was actually pretty dang well. I actually really like that. no, I like it, but obviously you have to tell the
The
story.
day has
of course,
come to
but-
retrieve lust.
Shh. I understand, Luna. The day has come. Flora Lee must go. I personally don't like it when there's no freaking way Luna should have to explain herself. I think Luna should be able to just channel up a magical burst and then just bam, liquidate freaking Flora Lee just like that. It'd be that simple, I think. Obviously, you can't tell a story if you just straight up remove everything else. I like it though. That was actually really different. I would definitely listen to more of that. I like that. So, Flora Lee though, what the frick is going on with Flora Lee? Who's in Twilight, the main characters? Why? I'm supposed to have a slider option. Who would you ship Twilight with? Are these all the same question? I'm so confused. Is there supposed to be another thing here? There's a lot of who should we ship Twilight with? I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I understand. You gotta tell a story. You gotta tell the story somehow. And if that means the two big bad villains have to monologue, then you obviously gotta do it. Nothing wrong with that. There's no way Luna could lose that battle. Flora Lee should be dead in an instant. I don't care how planty she is. She's a freaking plant. She's a plant. She's a glorified plant. I like her design though. The plan, Arthur. Step 1. Nyx leads the charge, distracting and getting the Flora to leave the school. Step 2. Twilight and Starlight will sneak into the school and locate Dawn. Yep. Step 3. Starlight and Twilight teleport with Dawn. What actually happened? Starlight left with just Dawn. Step 4. Nyx defeats Flora Lee. Or so we think. For some reason, when Nyx had the perfect opportunity to strike Flora Lee, her magic was dampened, leaving her no other option but to manipulate her shadow to attack and separate from Flora Lee. I am a god, just like Discord. Flora Lee is delusional. That's another thing. Flora Lee is highly delusional. Which is, I'm not actually complaining about that. That's a good thing. There's no way she is actually rivaling Discord. I don't care what Flora Lee thinks. She's out of her mind if she thinks she has any such power minus what her physical mutation brings her. That's it. That's just Flora Lee at the end of the day. She ain't nothing to, like, brag home about. She's not gonna do any of that stuff. She's just out of her mind a little bit. She's not all up in there. You know, she left the brain stem a little bit ago. Dear Discord, out of all the years you've been freed from stone, I never once thought to ask you of your past. You're the child of transcendence, the goddess that oversees all. You've been around longer than I, and yet I never thought to ask you about it. So much history left unwritten. When you get this, I'd like to meet and ask you about these children of gods. Although I always suppose there is the possibility of Flora Lee actually being a divine monstrosity. It's possible. I just don't see it. Maybe I will be proven wrong, and I am all for it. Drawn a little simpler and shorter than the rest, and get art block. Nyx is okay. Alicorns are very powerful beings, and one is old and experienced as Nyx wouldn't let one wound slow her down. 'Tis but a flesh wound, but your arm is gone. 'Tis but a scratch. I said that backwards, but oh well. Just as much as Flora's Lee won't let it slow her down. I want to know what's going on with Flora Lee. She's so confusing. I don't get her. How is she? I mean, it would make sense she would have powers of a frickin' some sort of powerful creature. I refuse to compare her to a creature like Discord. Absolutely not. But there has to be something going on with her that allows her these abilities. I could be proven wrong. I would love that too. Imperium, the new season Imperium is still a little way from starting, but I'd like for you to feedback on a few things. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Nah, every other week. Every other week. I'm all for every other week. I like the simple, but like, so much more prettier. That's just my hot take on the matter. I don't know. You know, folks can vote A and B yourselves. I like the design. I'm gotta admit, I'm a little bit hooked. I'm taking the bait. I'm biting the lure. You know, I gotta do it. I gotta find out what's going on with Flora Lee now. So what's the story with Lido? How did you meet? Oh, I know. Oh, it's so cute. Not gonna lie, adorable. Long ago, when species were divided and the land was covered in a constant cold, the zebras traveled alone. They are talented in creating runes and enchanting tools, but don't nearly have the magic capable of using their high enchanted tools. The zebras did what they could, but as their numbers dwindled and all seemed lost, they begged and prayed for any sign of hope. That's when, though, the ground, a great and ancient beast, rose, her behavior unpredictably and wild, but kind all the same. She said, go east. You'll find those need you as much as you need them. Now, that looks like a llama, but there's something about these star things that kind of correlate with like what was going on with Celestia when she was infected-ish. I don't know, there's something going on there. I'm trying to put things together now. So the zebras listened and began their journey east. When they eventually met the Okapis, a species unable to cast magic but has an abundance of it, they are able to use the very tools the zebras could make but couldn't wield. And from the zebras and Okapi have been friends, all thanks to Lido. That's the dragon. I forget. That was probably the dragon then. That is so adorable. I love how happy and optimistic they are. Adorable. Ooh. So now you bring her offerings as thanks? Yep, also we believe it brings us good fortune. Shrine of Lido, memorial for fallen... I don't know, fallen followers. For some reason, like, follow dwarfs? Follow rads? Like, what? Followers. Well, here we are. Lido herself doesn't come out often. However, her adopted daughter will come by to get the offering. She'll take you to Lido. That's a very pretty shrine, though. I've seen shrines in a lot of eras, video games and stuff. That's probably one of the better looking, well taken care of ones. Narration, just like the dragon cherub, the tribe, gifted Soteria, unique and hard to find medicinal herb, or more like a branch with the star herbs blooming on it. This is the cure. This is how they cure the infection, is by this crud. I can see it. Extra contest, the Shrine of Lido is a very sacred place. Generations of their bloodline have passed through here and were too late to rest here. Since they are nomads that travel, they bring their loved ones' ashes here to lay to rest, so they're never alone. The land filled with unique anomalies and ancient artifacts and ruins. Tale of Lido. Story of how zebras and okapis met has been passed down for generations and eventually made into a book. Whether or not this tale is what actually happened doesn't matter to the tribe. They know one of their ancestors met Lido, and that thanks to Lido, the two species united, and that all that really matters to them. Okay. 17. It's been nice being able to read my father's logs and adventures. It's not that I couldn't read them at home, it's just I was 14 when I lost my dad, and I felt like I lost my mother too. For years she laid in bed, ridden, unable to get up and barely saying anything. I guess in a way I was scared I'd lose my mother again if I asked or read my father's things. Uncle Sombra was the one pony I could turn to. Even how he went on this risky side quest, all because I had a hunch. Good old Uncle S. Oh, Uncle Sombra. Just you wait till he throws the old mind control helmet on you. My dad walked this same path before during his time at the academy. He was assigned to help the queen establish peace with small tribes. Reading his words bring back so many memories. Though not all of those memories are good ones. Snap! Flashback. Oh, it's so small. I should context. In my AU, Soteria was 7 years old when the wedding took place. She was staying in Canterlot and didn't know how to express the fact her parents were acting differently. When she told Twilight went missing, fake Cadence sent her to the Crystal Mines. So Soteria spent most of the wedding hiding and staying far away from her parents. Dang, that's kind of depressing. For years I lied to my family. I told them I was nowhere near the reception hall when Chrysalis exposed herself. Truth was, I was hiding in that very room and saw everything, the way Chrysalis fought and defeated Soul, and saw just how much control she had over my father. I felt so helpless seeing my dad in such a state. His mind and body was under that witch's control. She had no love, no empathy. She was driven by instinct and willing to do anything to get what she wanted. Nyx was still recovering from her time on the moon and rarely made any public appearances at that time. But I heard she didn't hesitate to hunt Chrysalis down. It took a few days, but when she was found, the execution was a swift one with no hesitation. As for my dad, he never brought up the incident again. I don't know if talked to my mom in private, but I know to others he'd say he didn't remember what happened. Hello? Is that a bug? It's a bug! Bug report. Anyone else submit just bug reports, but you just include pictures of insects? I do. I'm that kind of person. I'm evil. Like that. That's a real bug report. Not a glitch in the game. Actual bugs. Hello? Oh, hello. I'm Princess Soteria. We're looking for Leto. Follow me. They're kind of cute looking, I suppose. It had to be a coincidence she looked much like them. Irene led the way to Leto. She didn't talk much, but she did give us some insight. Leto doesn't come out much because she's crazy. Yeah, like, apparently she's insane. Harmless, friendly, and wise, but crazy and weird. Oh, yes, sounds like Flora Lee already. My gosh, this is so weird and cool and neat. Leto, we have company! This is the one who is forever old? Hello, I am Leto! Soteria, I've been expecting you! I like the eyes, though. Alright, Soteria said her parents married in my AU wedding happened about 11 years ago. Irene, the changeling hybrid, is roughly 10 or 11 years old. Some AU notes remind us. Chrysalis is able to lay eggs. She doesn't give you know what? She doesn't give two shits for anything or anyone. She was bugged through and through with the only mindset of setting a hive somewhere new and better. She used, killed, and controlled anyone to get the upper hand. Spoken like a true bug. Leto, also sorry for the confusion, but Leto has stars in her eyes, not flowers. Ah. Okay. Okay. The book from the last episode is also supposed to be Starts, not flowers. Stars. Leto has no relations with Flora Lee. Well, at least not friendly relations. Oh, yeah, there's something going on. There's a rabbit hole we gotta pick at. Something going on with Flora Lee. She's got a weird mindset now. Frick. Leto is clinically insane, but is not evil. She is a good woman, but her mind is constantly being filled with information. She knows everything from the past to present, but having so much constant knowledge being poured into her head causes her to short-circuit and remember everything in fragments. She's an anxiety mess that wants to help everyone and everything with their problems, but can't always remember what the problem was. And just like everyone else, she can't just see the future, so she doesn't actually know how to help until the pieces are already aligning. Ares, aka Shining Armor, never spoke to anyone about what happened, and my AU fake Cadence was around for about 3 months before the actual wedding day took place, meaning Ares was trapped in a home with a fake trying to protect his daughter while his mind slips out of control. Soteria was smart enough to sense something was off, but being a kid, she didn't know how to express it and spent most of her time sleeping over at friends' houses or Soul's castle while everyone told her it was wedding stress. My fake Cadence was a very, very good actress, to the point even Twi had a moment of doubt. But since fake Cadence kept missing out on all the little habits Cadence did, and with Soteria testimonies, Twi started to trust her gut and told the girls, but only AJ believed her, leading to her later being paralyzed by fake Cadence. Cadence equals Aphrodite. Dang! AJ believed and got freaking punished for being a believer. Crazy. That's crazy, though. That's also a cool concept, though. I know everything, but I'm highly stressed out as a result of it. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty. That's pretty. That's a pretty image. By, oh gosh, Ross the Boss 8008. I think it's Ross. I think it's Ross. There you go. I will go through these if it gives people information. Very pretty. Very pretty. Uh-oh, touchy subjects. I'm ready. Lady Leto, older than Discord, clinically insane, always trying to do the right thing. Ability domain is history, similar... Oh, that's actually legit. I actually like that. Your domain is history. That says so much about being able to see the future, the past, whatever. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Me like. Similar to prophets, Leto gets visions of the past. Though unlike prophets who get choppy visions of the past, future, and current events, Leto gets crystal clear visions, dreams, and just knows important details about important world or life-altering events. Though due to all this knowledge being crammed into her head all at once, 24/7, without end or way to stop, she tends to forget certain details or the order in which things happen. Yeah, that is kind of crazy. If you think about that, your mind would snap. If you could, like, see out of every single human being on this planet, if you could see out of everybody's eyes at the same time, I feel like you would ultimately lose your mind. She is I feel like your brain would explode, actually, if I'm being honest. I don't know what would happen, but I feel like your brain would not be able to comprehend. It might even just, like, be like a blank to how you would see that. She is a massive hoarder. Her home, which is a massive underground historical library filled with knowledge stone tablets converted into books. She has artifacts, potions, tapestries, maps, and more from times before even Nyx and Soul were born. Leto is a pretty reclusive person. She rarely goes out of her way to meet others unless they happen to be close or the guilt of whatever situation they're in eats her alive until she does something to help. Dang, that sucks. Ares was the first pony she met who didn't want anything and was the only pony not creeped out by her weird and chaotic personality. Ares simply wanted to meet her, and since then she's been watching over him from afar. When the wedding happened, she was too socially awkward and paralyzed to break into control to try and save him. She was worried she'd get spinned into the bad guy. Chrysalis was nothing more than an animal running on instincts. It's kind of how I feel about Flora Lee right now. Chrysalis doesn't look at having children like we do. To her, children are nothing more than drones, the girls' competition. So when she was with your father, she looked at the bedroom acts as nothing more than means to continue her act. She didn't care for the outcome. Freaking brain cannot comprehend. I don't know if Ares knows. I truly can't give you that answer. What I do know is that I sense Chrysalis crashing somewhere on my lands, so I went to investigate. There I found the eggs. Only one survived. Irene knows who her mother is. I couldn't exactly lie and say she was mine, though I did try. Oh, this is kind of adorable, though. I want to boop it. She knows her mom was a monster and knows that she's dead. I was going to try to tell Ares truly, but I never got the chance. Irene has no idea who her father is, but she does know he's dead. I know her birth is a scandal amongst nobles, regardless how she came to be and whether or not she was from Aphrodite or Ares. Luckily, not many remember what Chrysalis looked like, cause she hid herself till last minute. But while Irene does look strikingly like her father, ain't no way. Whoa, that is crazy work. That's, oh, okay. I actually kind of like vibe with that. Shining Armor had a illegitimate child with a bug. I don't know how to tell her about her father. He's a hero, an amazing person who sacrificed everything for those he loved. I don't know if it's my place. Dang. It has been confirmed Irene is indeed Soteria's half-sister. Whether or not Ares knew or even told Aphrodite about this experience is left a mystery. Next episode will be the last episode with Leto for now. The series is coming to a close, but obviously I won't end it until the cure is made. After Fallendawn, to continue the series just without the infection, which has always been the plan from the start. I never wanted this series to solely be an infection AU. Respectable! I understand. More so, I was using the infection to introduce my AU. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Until a cure is made. Oh, we got more!
Come on, hurry along.
Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute here. I believe this is Equestrian Broadcast Channel. Yes, this is that, I believe. I'm very certain. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. I don't think I'm gonna watch this one because obviously that one is what this one entails. I mean, I can tell because there's too many living beings there in that photo. So I'm going to go past that because, you know, we're focused on the story here. But for those who are interested, you can go see that yourself, I guess. I don't know. Did you know I used to know a prophet? Soteria. No way she can hear Leto. Guess I'll just talk to you. Yes, you! Behind the screen, huh? Oh, no, don't talk to me. Don't be meta. Let's see. All right, the prophet. He was very talented. He was able to look far into the future. Always stressed the poor fellow, though. He became obsessed with finding solutions and answers for problems that have yet to take place. Honestly, it stressed me too, but I wasn't going to let whatever his name was down. I hoard and grow everything here. Okay. Farmer, then. Let's see. Sunset has the phoenix feathers, Soteria has the dragon flower, and star shrub that just leaves. Yeah, see, this is everything they're getting for the cure. I freaking knew it. Oh, the sap from a golden weeping willow. I have that somewhere. Then they need white heart lily pads, which they'll find along the way. Lastly, Luster's blood to seal the deal. Now where is that tree? I know I planted it around here somewhere. Mama, when you are done talking to yourself, I found the sap you were looking for. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yes, you are wonderful. I love that. No, that's just cute. A few days ago, by PaintingSkye, I assume? Leto has been searching for a recipe she accidentally misplaced. Soteria and Sombra have been hanging in the library studying and researching random forgotten and ancient knowledge. After all, it's not every day you find a place filled with absolutely every topic imaginable, even forbidden knowledge. I can't believe a recipe actually exists. Flower Zombie Prevention Brew. Phoenix Feathers, Lava Swirl Flower, Starbuds plus Flowers, Golden Weeping Willow Sap, White Heart Lily Pads, Sorcerer's Blood. In bag. Papers in bag. Okay. That's actually kind of crazy. Flower Zombie Prevention Brew. I like that it's called a prevention brew. Like, in case of outbreak, drink brew. Oh, that would have been helpful at the start of the apocalypse. Well, it's not like this is the first time Callie has oh, right. something... I can't read that. Oh, I meant Flora Lee. This isn't the first time she caused problems. Wait, you know Flora Lee? I did, but we are not, and we're never friends. I hated that. Mom, sorry, sorry. I bet that nasty creature. Those battery brain bolt buckets, those Metal Gear tin skins. Oh, I mean those beep beep. I mean those beep. I mean beep beep. That's funny. That's funny. That's good. I like that. Oh, look, your right is here. Boats are hard to drop. No, that's funny. That is funny. Oh, stop. I'm sorry. I hate those filthy beep. Oh, Mom, you can't say that. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. It's just those beep. Oh, that's good. That's funny stuff. What the fuck did I just walk into? I can't. Lito's library is vast and wide, not just a place of books and artifacts, but also a giant greenhouse hosting plants that were long lost to time. Sorry for spelling errors, I completed this a little late. My bad. It's okay. It's okay. Oh my god. Oh, frick my nose. Oh, gosh. That was good. Oh, okay. I read Father Ares' mother, Chrysalis, dag crazy work. Was conceived when Chrysalis impersonated Aphrodite was either has no memory of it happening or simply didn't want to relive and tell anyone. Dang. I like these two, honestly. A cute little combo. So it is the egg. It's the last egg. Funsies. Oh man, episode 20. We're getting there. This will definitely be shorter than the last part. I had my doubts for a minute. I didn't think I'd be talking in more royalty, but here I am. Guess it's not bad, except for her wings. I mean, I know crystal ponies have the largest wings out there, but damn. In a small, confined, and long boat, they are quite problematic. I'll pick it up, I swear. What? Knocked book stack? I don't know. Sorry. Well, good thing I can fix with some enchantments. I am so sorry. You're going to die someday, Soteria. That's the look. Sotiria's a hard worker. She generally has a good set of hands and moves. She wants to learn and does extra hard not to step on my toes. I like her. I think she'll make a wise queen one day. Smart of her to travel now that we're close to beating this thing. She'll gain experience and reputation by the end. We've been working to turn all our found ingredients into a liquid. It's an odd process and every item is different. Phoenix feathers needed magic. Others needed to be brewed and processed through magic-fused water. Other items like the white heart lily pads needed its sap. Extracted, don't ask me why a lily pad had sap. I have no idea how half of this shit works. That's the power of fantasy. It doesn't need to make sense. It just works. In the wise words of Todd Howard, it just works. All I know is that we're currently breaking large quantities of everything down and keeping it separated until we get to Ponyville, where we'll have more access to Lusterdawn and a better equipped laboratory. I'm kind of curious though. If they give that prevention brew to the infected, will that fix them? I suppose. To me, they're zombies. I'm sorry, but they can't be living creatures. They're not rotting in the traditional sense. I find it super hard to believe that they are just ill. Enchanted necklace. It's kind of like a cordyceps thing. It's like sort of Last of Us vibe, but plants and flowers and stuff, I feel like. Less fungusy. Enchanted necklace allows an alicorn's wings to disappear. Note needs to charge cool off every few hours. Satiria's thoughts, Irene begged to come, and, well, I didn't have the heart to tell her, my little sister, no. Oh, it's so adorable. They're just following behind. I don't know where the snail came from, but I've seen him a few places here in this story, and I'm all for the snail. Alito seemed excited and proud. She gave Irene a special item box bag thing and told her to come back when she was ready. Aw, I can't wait to tell Mom. That's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah, me too. Something bad better not happen to the little one. It's too small. It's too precious. Okay. Everyone's sleeping. I'll be back, my little bird. Okay. Teleporting. Discord's form of teleporting is different from others. It's like opening up invisible tunnels that pass through space and allows him to travel anywhere. Okay. Silesia Castle. I just can't read that and not think sleaze. It's just sleaze. Silesia. But Silesia Castle. Oh, Lady of the Night, the Lord of Chaos has arrived. Ah, Lord Discord, hello. I hope you had a safe trip here. How are the little ones? A handful. It was good, they were all good, and Flutters is an amazing mother, but I know you summoned me here for more pressing matters, so I'm all ears. Yes, well, it's come to my attention Flora Lee might be kinda like you. She said she was a child of God like you are. Do you know anything about it? This is it. This is gonna tell us everything. It's gonna tell us everything, or I'm gonna need more answers. Oh, I guess it's possible. Most of the other children were born far before I was, so I'm not entirely sure if Flora Lee is one, but there was a child that was vanquished from existence. I think it's best I give you a bit of a rundown of the gods to make this make more sense. First off, the great creators used to be called the Eldritch Gods. I do love the great old ones, the cosmic gods, the outer gods, the great old one, blah blah blah. I said that one already, but you know how it is. This is because their power is unfathomable to the mind. Unknown and uncanny, each creator ruled and ran their own domain. Isn't the idea of an, like, Eldritch God is that its domain is incomprehensible? Just a little thought. Monsters isn't evil by any means. They just known for the creation of strong sentient beasts such as dragons, griffins, and many more. History and mysteries create anomalies, mysteries, and the unknown to be discovered. Transcendence is the overseer has little control in all domains. Heroes and Destiny created a cosmic system that helps select the one's magic level, fate, and destiny. Animals created all creatures from land to sea that act as prey, predators, and feral. Okay. To keep powers in the universe balanced, each Eldritch God was given the ability to reproduce their own young only once. Okay. I don't know why, but this is giving me Bloodborne-esque vibes, which I wish they would make a remaster PC port someday. But that's never going to happen. I have yet to play it, and I want to so bad. These children are gods that share a heavy amount of their parents' power and responsibilities. Any children we have are then demigods after that. I'm not sure what they become. Eventually it becomes distilled enough till you're just a plain mortal, I would assume. One of these gods gave birth to a child who was too violent, my mother. Transcendence told me she had to be the one to vanish it because its parent was too distraught. Eventually the god was able to try again and gave birth to twins, I believe. I'm trying to figure out how this works for Flora Lee. Cheer Lee was obviously just Cheer Lee, and then infected by Celestia, but somehow I feel like Cheer Lee may have been picked up on? I don't know. What the frick? I'm so confused. I'm trying to figure this out. When the Eldritch Gods left and Transcendence had me, she used to tell me all about them and their children. I have met Leto a few times. She's quiet, the character, but very fun to be around and play games with. Cheerly was just Cheerly until the infection happened. Then she got quirky. I don't know how, but somewhere in that process, I feel like she picked up an eldritch phenomena or something. That's the only possibility. I'm really trying here. Do you know anything about the other children? Are any of them dangerous? Well, I was turned to stone before meeting them, so I don't know specifics. Oh, my bad. Yeah, guilty. Did it. God Lord, there are a few children in the Imperium that are from the Eldritch Gods. Whether they are on the left or right side of the fog is left to be discovered. Most children have stayed hidden, some in plain sight, others far from the kingdom or settlement. Who are they? What do they look like? Are they dangerous? Leave your theories or ideas. I don't know. I don't know. To me, Flora Lee is just an infected with a god complex, but I don't think she actually harbors any power of a god or anything like that. I think she's just all talk. Okay. My queen, I brought you supper. Oh, the cult. Right. I forgot there was a cult now. Thank you. Okay, guys. Hypothetically, if Cheerly was a god, they very well might be a god. My lovely follower proceeds to eat the follower instead? I'm a fan of this, though. I'm a fan of the split down the middle. Flora Lee lies with her loyal followers, tending to her every need. She now at her final stage of evolution. She now looks very similar to what she did in the past. Though the pony-like features are new in her past, she wasn't pony at all. More so spider and bug than anything else. Okay, I'm trying to understand. I really am. Episode 22. Okay. I've waited long enough. It's time I face my biggest regret. I have to stay calm. I am a princess. I must show my authority. I can't let my emotions get to me. Sigh, easier said than done. VIP only rules. That's a lot of locks. Lusterdon, I think it's time we have a chat. Twilight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bloodlet you now. What? Nothing. You will address me as Princess Twilight from now on. Okay, I have little respect for people who demand to be called such things. You're really here. Yank, Twilight Princess, I don't know where to start. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Stop, just stop. I am Princess Twilight and I didn't come here for your apologies. Please, Twilight, please listen to me. So you have chosen death. It's Princess Twilight. Gosh, the egos. See, it's the ego. Let's get into him. What the frick is going on here? Faded 82% light magic, Twilight Athena, true form, can't shift out of. Genius bookworm, peacemaker, thoughts a pacemaker. Good, clever, sympathetic, anxiety, overthinker, panic attacks, was 27 when Aries, Shining died. Simon Spike is older than Twi and was found by Aries, element of unity and magic. Okay. It's about time Twi faces her biggest regret. I don't know. It seems weird. She's so head up over her title, but I kind of wanted it to be the thing Twilight latched on to try and keep her composure. She knew from the start she had to cut off her emotions. Many ponies, even Nyx, have told her not to visit Lusterdon. After all, there was nothing you can do for her. She will be punished, if not with execution, then with isolation, being locked up till the end of her days. Lusterdon is the reason Appaloosa is gone. Cloudsdale collapsed. Cloudsdale collapsed due to malfunction and improper management. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Frick, where the frick was I? I was reading. Whatever. Lusterdon and Cloudsdale collapsed. Fluttershy's parents are dead, all because Lusterdon wanted to bring back one pony. She might not have bare one action will cause so much destruction, but it did, and she can't take back the thousands upon thousands of lives she has taken. There's nothing redemption, even if she wanted to. Even if she turned a new leaf, she cannot be redeemed. It might be harsh, but it's true. Not everyone can or deserve to be redeemed. For example, I know some people were upset I killed Chrysalis. All the goth bug lovers out there, I'm telling you. I would have invited Chrysalis to know now, of course, I know most of you understood why she died. She impersonated royal president. Royal. Pretended to be a little girl's mother, tricked everyone, and was fully prepared to marry and bed someone against their will. Well, she needs to go. She has no emotions, only a mean to an end. If she had to kiss or breed someone, she'd do so with no strings or feelings, because to her it means nothing. Yeah, no, you make Chrysalis sound like a pretty bad person. I think she definitely has to go. So yes, Nyx hunted her ass down and executed her. Some villains are simply bad to be bad. No real reason other than they simply can. To make up for the fact I didn't post last Halloween special. Okay. I don't know. I think about it now and just... I don't know how I feel about Dawn. Obviously, she screwed up. But she didn't entirely screw up on purpose. She had an emotion take control of her. And so she acted on that emotion to bring back one they had lost. Or tried to attempt to bring back the one they had lost. Although, she did admittedly screw up when she, I don't want to say threw that relic on Celestia. That was pretty stupid. Like, that is a royal. I guess that alone is punishment enough of death in this scenario. But I understand why she would have done it. I guess there's a heart. There's a heart now. I am a god, just like Discord. That's a pretty art, though. I like it. She's got, like, tusks. So Flora Lee looks normaler now. My lovely follower. Interesting. Flora Lee is so confusing to me. Neat, but super confusing. Once again, made by Ross the Boss 8008. Interesting. Sure as events we want to see. Can't below money inside. Yeah, this is all you. This is all you. You all want to go comment on that? You be my guest. Season 4, episode 23. Dark themes, cursing, gore, and horror. I love all of those things. Stop speaking to me with formalities. It's princess. Princess. I want to slap Twilight. She is too strung up on that title. You lost all chances of referring to me that way. We aren't friends anymore. You're not my student. I have no authority in what happens to you, and even if I did, I would give authorities to someone else, because I have no right to determine what happens to you or how you'll be punished. I mean, you could. You're flaunting around the princess title a lot. I feel like you tactically could have the right, but, you know. Princess, please, I never meant for it to go this way. This far. I never meant for any of this to happen. I didn't even know it was happening. Please, I'll do anything to make up for the things I did. Please help me. She knows what she did was wrong, but she failed to see the actions of her consequence. She hid out after kidnapping, essentially, Celestia, having Celestia run around biting people willy-nilly, and then just hid in a shack for several months, years, whatever, how long it's been. Like, there are repercussions. You killed Philomena. You put a cursed headpiece of your own design on the former ruler of Imperium's head, and you casted the spell that failed. And then you, instead of getting Soul, the desperate help she needed, you instead let her bite and attack civilians. You let all of that happen, and what did you just think? Nothing would happen? That headpiece was melted to her head. Exactly, Twilight. Exactly. She makes a very good point. That's what I'm saying. She is super guilty. She is guilty. Yeah, no, Twilight's right here. I'm crazy to think that, well, to have thought that she maybe wasn't as bad. That's thinking with morals. But Luster Dawn showed very little morality there. You were there when I lost my brother. You saw me yourself trying to bring him back to life. I can't blame you for trying to bring Lily Days back, but you also know that there is nothing to bring back the dead. I tried for years even after he was dead and buried, but nothing worked. Yet you had the audacity to tell me you didn't try hard enough. I mean, if you tried as hard as Luster Dawn did, you might have actually gotten somewhere. Just saying. We'll create a little zombie apocalypse. Maybe I'll have some of them go running around killing people. Maybe have them coming back from the dead a little bit. Hopefully that didn't cut out, because it was a little bit of helium. At least I wasn't selfish enough to bring everyone down with me. I did everything right. I did everything to ensure my duties never slipped and my friends never suffered. And when it grew to the point I was slipping, I stopped. I knew when to stop, even if it broke me. I mean, Twilight's right. She is right. But you didn't stop. You kept going and taking everything with you. You. Shh. Twilight, I didn't keep my cool at all. It's alright, Twilight. I don't think anyone in your shoes would have been able to remain calm and composed. Thanks. It's small. Wait, you can shrink? I am the Lord of Chaos. I can do many things. No, I mean, Twilight's completely right, though. Like, Luster Dawn was very selfish, did not think her actions through, didn't even try to, like, address the problem she caused. She was in blissful ignorance the whole time, mostly. Until, you know, everything kind of fell down on her. Then she realized what she was doing was suddenly not okay. She needs to be punished. I mean, there is a, like, punishable offense here. After the light show that appeared when Twilight's true form came out, Nyx and Discord decided to go to Ponyville to see what was going on and found Twilight having a bit of a meltdown. Twilight had taken care of Luster Dawn since she was 13. She had spent 9 years teaching, raising, and being a part of Luster Dawn's life until the age of 22 when Luster Dawn lost Lily Days and went deep into the dark side. Join the dark side. What the frick was that? Join the dark side, you must. Dark side strong with you. Oh, that's too good. Y'all can check this out if you would like. Episode 4. Not episode 4. Episode 24, Season 4. How are you feeling? Nyx filled me in a bit, but I want to hear it from you, you know. I won't judge. Sigh. I don't know how to feel right now. She just kept looking at me to fix it as if that's my job. You are a princess. It is kind of your job. You are the princess of unity and magic, right? So bring some frickin' unity to the equation, Twilight. Sure, I'm a hero, and we've fixed a lot of problems. Oh, humble me. But not a pandemic. No one can just fix that. There is no fixing, only slow and painful healing for all involved. She's right, though, to a degree, I'd say. I can't do anything, and even if I wanted to, it's not fair to the public, and at the end of the day, it's not fair to me. I'm stuck in the middle. I feel like I failed her. I wasn't a good enough teacher or mentor to her. In the end, all I taught her was for naught. Twilight, you also taught me and were my mentor, and taught me everything I know. You never once failed me, nor did I ever think you would. Luster Dawn, you can't look at her as the thing that determines your worth. Ares died in front of all of us, including her. She watched you and even helped try to bring him back. She saw first hoof you trying to bring back the dead. It's forbidden and it didn't work. She saw that we all experienced it, and she still thought she could be different. That's not on you. That's completely on her. Thanks. You always know what to say. No problem. By the way, I love the new look. New look? Do you not realize you're kind of sparkly? Little goober? Twilight's still coming down after shouting at Dawn and unlocking her new form. Starlight has decided to join Twilight and help talk with her. And maybe eventually make her some tea and both can enjoy while they vent with their frustrations over the whole situations they're in. I completely botched that ending there. What past event do you want to see more? Always the royal wedding. Always the royal wedding. I think, from what I have seen of the show, I think the royal wedding is probably my favorite arc. There's just nothing that beats this day on Aria. It just doesn't work. Okay, flashback path, blah, blah, blah. No. I would love to see more of the royal wedding. Okay. Lily Days! So that's what Lily Days looked like. Twins, child of, gender fluid, never open eyes, but can see just fine. Okay. Twins, well, technically two child were born. They share each other's thoughts, feelings, always agree and never disagree with one another. They can move separately, but are never acting on their own. They are forever connected and can quite literally fuse into one giant snake-like being, Snake Noodle. Snake Noodle! Elongated forms are very common amongst the children of the gods. Very... I don't know. Eldritch. Snake. Lady Days Rejo has been aged since I last drew her actually living form, so I decided to touch it up a bit and made her lighter than before because she was admittedly looking too much like Derpy without wings. I don't know, it doesn't look too bad. I don't know, I don't see it. I don't see Derpy. Then again, I don't remember what they looked like before. The twins Discord mentioned them in passing, but they are children of God. I truthfully haven't decided who yet, and after Flora Callie at the time was banished from existence. Okay, they're gender fluid, sneezing, blah 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 blah. We'll get to it. 25. Castle. You okay? You barely recovered from your injuries, and I've only ever seen you buried in paperwork. Sigh, I've been preparing for my meeting with the council. That's right. The council is collection of grand dukes and duchesses and other dukes, duchesses that help rule, control major kingdoms or plots of land under the queen's ruling. What's the meeting about? Probably damage reports, costs, and general overviews, right? Yeah, pretty much. A lot was damaged. The trade system has been halted for nearly a year now, and the economy is not doing so good at the moment. Yeah, I figured, kind of a plague like this would probably set you back a little bit. We at least have the fact that prevention cure is right around the corner, but we also have to discuss how we'll distribute it and who will get it first. And many more. Honestly, I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah, I suppose. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Now that we're alone, who's Irene? Oh, about that. Yeah, so... Oh, my head's killing me. Sigh, I shouldn't have asked. There's just too many things on my plate. I don't know what to do or how to feel. And now I have a half niece or something. I don't know what's going on. My life is stressed. Things are finally moving along with Sunset and Soteria here. With all ingredients, they can finally work on creating the prevention cure, stopping anyone from turning into a Flora if they're bit. Just because things are coming together doesn't mean it's smooth sailing to all rulers out there. It means figuring out how to be normal again, how to kickstart the economy, how to show everyone it's okay, how to distribute the cure, and many, many more things. I wonder if Flora Lee's gonna even be curable. Like, she's got a cult now. She'll just form an army, I guess. Out of all Fallendawn's Imperial characters, who's someone you want to learn more about or want a refresher on? I don't really have thoughts, honestly, at the moment. I think we've seen a little bit of everybody. We haven't seen the Crusaders in a long time. Story Fallendawn in the perspective of a ERS member, Part 1. Dawn wanted... I like this, though. This is a creepy sort of swamp town sort of vibe. I like that. That's good, snail. Due to Instagram being dumb and not letting me post more than 20 images in one post, this comic has been put into 2 parts, posted one after the other. You're on the right part, 1 of 2. Before continuing, note this is canon and Fallendawn. This is also a commission piece, and the main character is their OC. ERS is like the SBS, but it was founded in Winterlight and ran by the Empire. It also isn't a secret organization. Beware of light. Beware of light? Before the ERS was contacted, Queen Nyx was made aware of strange reports and occults of a light attacking, primarily biting and leaving deep wounds in its wake. The ERS, within days of the biting reports, had made their way to the Everfree Mystic Forest to investigate and potentially take down this strange so-called light. In total, it's been about 9-ish days or so since the initial reports and first victims made their way to a hospital for their bites, wounds, and worsening symptoms. We aren't totally alone in this mission. Queen Nyx's soldiers has also joined in the investigation. You know, what's the... Some of you have played Fallout 4, the Fall Harbor? I don't know. The Harbor DLC, whatever it is. That red light, I forget what it was called. I never actually got to that point, but that is just sort of the vibe I am getting of this, from this. I'm not really one for working with others. I already hate being in a team, let alone working in a team with another team. I'd much rather be alone or with Flasher. Which one's Flasher? That one? This one. Brah! Haha, sorry, I couldn't help myself. Oh, no, he looks so sad. Rude, I'll be sure to get you back for that. Oh, I'm sure you will. Here, thanks. Love that. Snap! Is it the light? Oh, nope, it's just a zombie. Hurts. Something. What's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. That's crazy. Crazy work. That was the first time I and any soldier had faced a Flora. We had no idea what it was or that it was only the first of a very long line of many. Victims bitten by the light had turned their brains gone. And the pony they once were was now replaced by a plant-filled animal hungry for blood and the sun. That's so weird. It's like, it's kind of like The Last of Us, I suppose. Kind of, but it's not. Oh, you're just gonna stab him. I don't think they even tried anything yet. You're just gonna straight up stab him. It wasn't long after our first Flora encounter that Queen Nyx turned to the moon red and sent out countless warnings, curfews, and protocols. Queen Nyx didn't sugarcoat anything, and in a way that helped everyone in the long run. Small villages either did their best to protect themselves or they evacuated for larger kingdoms for refuge. As for me, the ERS and the Crystal citizens were strongly encouraged to come back to the Winter Empire because its borders were closing. Okay. Flasher is a guy in my AU and has never officially met Twilight nor has any interest in her. While I like Flash Sentry's personality in the OG show, their crush seemed a little forced even if they were agreeably cute together. In my AU, Flasher and Atlantic have a growing relationship with each other, but at the moment both are dodging admit to liking each other and are oblivious to the fact they already treat each other like a couple and everyone else already knows. One of those cheesy but cute type scenarios where you're just screaming at the screen for them to see it already. I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. Okay. Empire rest stop, a lot of rest stops. Small village, ERS HQ. The Winterlight Empire is a vast and large territory filled with mountains, thick pine forests, crystals, and snow. For as far as the eye can see, this is the land that was once completely lost in time. So now to outsiders, it's filled with ancient beasts and creatures that thought to be myth and extinct. Its rough and unforgiving cold makes it a harsh place to live, but those that do are strong, resilient, and work hard to better benefit future generations and the ecosystem itself. The ERS is technically the oldest soldier hunter intelligence organization, but the SBS is the longest running organization, since when Winterlight was frozen in time, everyone was quite literally frozen. They didn't move, they didn't age, everyone stayed suspended in time until roughly 10-ish years ago when the Empire returned. Honestly, it still baffles me how technology advances. They were their castle, and even the ERS headquarters have been here longer than any other kingdom or civilization. The ERS stands for Elite Rescue Society, though we honestly dabble in everything, not just rescue. Here we're also create and study new weapons, technology, armor, and more. The headquarters is like one big city in one building. We have dorms, a shopping area, food courts, training grounds, and our very own ERS University. The ERS is also filled with Crystal Pegasuses, their rarest subspecies pony race you'll find. They often become ERS members due to how well their wings are for tougher and harsh conditions. While technically on lockdown, the ERS is hard at work training and preparing to help Queen Nyx at any notice. After a few months of preparation, we were given orders to help Queen Nyx wage a mini-war on Ponyville School. Could you imagine? Waging war on a school? Crazy. Crazy. An intelligent mutated Flora, also known as Flora Lee, was holding Lesterdon captive, the one being needed to help and all of this Flora shit. Okay. Fair enough. Well, the Queen gave orders, Flasher gave us orders. Ours. Our tasks. Potion bomb. I like the idea of a potion bomb, actually. The elite flyers from ERS are to get as close to the school as possible without actually hitting the school. We were tasked with thinning the herds to make it easier for everyone on the ground to fight back, and also to act as a distraction so the princesses can work on sneaking into the school. Princess, not princesses. Side quest. Save any pony who's bit or surrounded. Oh no, a side quest. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yoink! Luckily, the ERS didn't have to engage with Flora Lee. Queen Nyx and the Flora Witch battled it out for a while until they both were too injured to continue. Flora Lee retreated with the Floras acting as meat shields. The princesses and Lady Redemption managed to get Lesterdon. So while this battle wasn't a loss, I wouldn't say it was a win either. Pretty cool. We love Flora Lee. Yawn. We rested at Silesia after the battle to rest before heading back home to Winterlight. Well, we were celebrated for our services and safe return. I was finally able to return to my ERS dorm/apartment to get some much needed rest. Sigh. I really hope the Queen and princesses are able to... Princess, not princesses. I don't know why I keep saying emphasis on there. Are able to come up with a cure now that Lesterdon is in their custody. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty cozy in all honesty. You did great out there. Thanks. So did you. And you didn't start any fights, so bonus. Haha. Hey, it's not my fault they're always in my way. You know you have to learn to get along with others at some point. I get along with you. Who else do I need? Ah, so sweet. Sunset Shimmer Redesign 1. OG coloring. I vibe with it. Oh, gosh, she's so cool. Do I get to pick? Okay. I'm obviously kind of a sucker. I'm a sucker for the default. Like 3. 3 and 1. I hardly notice a difference. The only thing that changes is really, well, the blotches. I like 1. I prefer, honestly, vanilla. The classic. It's been a few days since Sunset has arrived to Castle. The castle has been buzzing with activity. Medical staff and guards have been ordered to watch and take care of Lesterdon for as long as her blood is needed. That's kind of screwed up. All gardens have been altered to start growing the key ingredients for the prevention cure. Staff members have been working around the clock to cultivate everything. The main crew have been going over reports and trying to figure out the best way to deliver the cure and how distribution will work in general. What's all this for? A dance party! We are going to dance all our worries, anger, and frustration away. I think I've seen something like this in TV show once. Come on, ladies, we're on the home stretch. Let's party. I do like that's kind of going for us. Like, oh, may I have the stats? They don't want to say it, but they're thinking it. Haha, I forgot that how much I miss Pinky's random moments. Haha. Oh, no. No. No? You sure you don't want to dance together? Yeah, you do. That's right. That's what I thought. It's been a few days since Sunset and Soteria's return. Soteria. Nah, I don't know how to pronounce it any other way. The camp's been buzzing with activity ever since the medical staff, medicinal gardeners, and more have been given a proper direction to move in. The talk of a cure has been causing excitement and anticipation to grow day by day, leaving the queen and princesses with the tough task of figuring out how to distribute the cure and who will get it first. I mean, I don't know if just by drinking it now will make you immune forever, but probably start by giving it to the people you can, and then kind of go out from there. Like, why waste time? Why wait? Old art, sense of shimmer history. I'm guessing the history is the same, though. I remember her backstory. I don't actually need to cover over it. Yeah, I remember this. I just skimmed through all this. Oh shoot! Hold on. I have to read this part about her being in the human realm. Sadly, when Sunset came through the mirror, she was confused and thrown off by the vastly different world. The Industrial Revolution was in full stride. Smoke bellowed in the air, and strange vehicles filled the streets. This is the human realm, by the way. So, Equestria Girl style. Sunset was hit by a car, and her magic was acting too funky to use correctly. It was as if the human realm possessed a whole new magic once Sunset had to learn from scratch. She was at first captain circuses and street shows until the government kidnapped her and held her by wires and new machines. They wanted magic for themselves and even took one of her limbs, wondering if they can harvest magic from her bones. Humans are also cruel, and I'm sure if a unicorn did stumble in real life, humans would no doubt try to reproduce more. I won't clarify more, but many attempts to use Sunset to breed was tried and failed. Crazy context, crazy work, crazy reading. The last time leading to the death of the other horse after Sunset used her horn as a spear. When attempt after attempt failed to harvest magic, Sunset was simply locked in a room to be goggled at. Sunset thought she'd have to wait till she grew old and died to finally be set free, but age never came. Sunset never grew, and after many, many years, wings had spawned, and suddenly the scientists were interested again. They'd pluck feathers, take blood, but when no change came, they grew bored. Not all the scientists were bad, but the good ones were so rare that Sunset still distinctly remember their faces, their voices, and hobbies. They'd offer her drinks and smokes as a sign of sympathy. Why are you giving cigarettes to a one-of-a-kind species? Why are you trying to give them lung cancer? I don't get it. Doesn't seem wise. Then one day the ground shook and burst. Earthquake. And one of the good broke her out and helped her out of the facility. While the power failed and the world grew dark, while the earth roared and shook, Sunset didn't look back and ran back through the mirror portal. And she was sure to shatter it when she was through. That's crazy work. That's crazy. She was hit by a car is probably the craziest thing. That's what really caught my attention. That's the reason I wanted to read that. Okay, he's just vibing out. Sombra? What are you doing all the way back here? This is a pretty old workshop. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not bothering anyone back here. Huh? Of course not. Though if you asked, I would have showed you to a much newer workshop closer in the front. What are you up to anyhow? I wanted to help. I know you and the ladies have been working day and night to make everything in bulk and work out through reports and logistics, so I made this. A mind-controlled brainwashing helmet. Here. Cure device. A small patch-like device easy to press on sticks to the skin. Tape. Casing device. Needle. Vial. 10.5 milliliters. Neck. Shoulder. Where to place legs. Okay, so we're taking the concept of real-life things and making them into cure devices. Wow, Sombra, this is perfect. So you just slap it onto them, and then it works itself out? Sorry, I skipped that. No, I didn't. Okay. Thank you, this is just what we needed. It was nothing, I just wanted to help. Now, now you can inject all these ponies with mind control, sir. Cyrus, he isn't evil in my AU, he was just cursed. I just love playing out that he's evil. He has to be. He has to be. Sabra is an inventor while serving his time in Winterlight. He was allowed to continue inventing as long as it was beneficial to the Empire. He invented more advanced technology such as better cameras, computers, phones, and flat screens. A flat screen? Sabra invented a flat screen television. This guy is insane. Sabra's been traveling with Soteria since she's left Winterlight. He hasn't felt any effects of his curse. It's actually nulled by now, but he hasn't fully realized that, or maybe it's just paranoid. He's just paranoid. Sabra was actually happy to leave Winterlight. He knows no one blames him, but he still feels guilty over the disappearance of Winterlight and enslaving so many ponies. He truly just wants to help everyone to make up for all of his unwillingly made past mistakes. He is an Alicorn, but due to psychological damage and physiological, my bad, memory loss, he doesn't feel like he's an Alicorn or worthy enough to be one, therefore his body never healed or attempted to regenerate his wings. Okay. I don't know. No comment. Note it's been about 3 months since last episode events took place. Okay, so we are literally in the home stretch now, if not, we're near the end. The cure has been airlifted all over the world, each box containing at least 1,000 cure devices with a few extra vials of the cure for hospitals and clinics. Lucy Liu and any other bat pony that's a citizen to Imperium have been given the very important task of delivering and communicating how important the devices are. Bat ponies live in colonies, and they're the only pony species that's this side of the fog know of that speak a completely different language than any other ponies. Then why would you trust them with being responsible for communicating? Why would you make the ones that speak a different language be responsible for trying to give this thing that nobody else can understand? To them, it's all just mystery liquid. I don't get it. That's probably not the smartest move on the freaking Twilight and everybody. That doesn't make sense. If you want to have it be understood, you should have had Pegasus bring it out everywhere. Small safe sheds. Deep in dense forest mountains and places with no towns or villages as far as the eye can see, a series of safe sheds have been made. A place filled with medic supplies, emergency meals, bunk beds, and special refrigerator with a few vials of the cure. These places are made to help nomadic tribes or travelers that don't interact with others or keep to themselves. Holy frick, that looks violent. The cure first went to soldiers who, after ensuring they won't turn, started to push back and fight more aggressively. Okay, I like that. That's good. Determined to win back the lands they lost to the Floras. Hordes started to dwindle and small villages were repossessed by the public. Most Flora actively being hunted down, though changeling Floras, since they're not hostile, have been known for being docile pollinators, have been for the most part left alone. No, you kill it. If it, you don't just leave the means for the disease to be brought back into the world, you eradicate it. You eradicate a infection. You don't just, some of it's probably fine. You don't do that. You kill it. Scientists and everyone in Ponyville Castle have been working nonstop to ensure everyone is protected and processes are ran as smoothly as possible. You just don't leave a chance. Mind if I join? Not at all. Come sit. Things are finally slowing down. You must be relieved. Honestly, I don't know how I feel. I am relieved, but also lost. I don't know what to do now. I'm not ready for another student. I don't know if I'll ever be. So now what? What should I focus on? What about Silesia? I want to give you Silesia. You grew up there, studied under Sol as a royal protege, and you even lived in the castle. But what? Wait, really? You want to give me Silesia? But it's the capital of Imperium. Surely I'm not worthy of the capital. But you are worthy. That place is more yours than it is mine. You don't mean that. You're the queen of Imperium. That place is yours. But I do. You grew up there. Not only that, you are the sun wielder. That place is themed, worshipped, and made for the sun. It's made for you. But what about you? What will you do? Where will you go? I'm going home. The place me and my sister had before I was sent to the moon. I've missed that place dearly, and I want to make it home again. So I hope you don't mind. I know I'm being rather selfish. I don't mind at all. I can't think of a time you've done anything for yourself, so I'm honored to have Silesia, and you're right. I did grow up there. My parents are there, so at the end of the day, I'm happy to go back. I won't let you or Imperium down. Crazy work. Alright, let's see. TVs do exist in my AU. Thanks to the crystals growing in Winterlight, they're just very expensive. I'm glad it was addressed. The televisions were brought back up again. Also, this is cute. It's been about 3 months since Sombra came up with the cure device, enough in bulk that they've been made to ship out to all the nearest towns and places still at risk, under attack, mildly, or only infested with Flora. You should give them everywhere. It doesn't matter where they go. They have to go everywhere. Soldiers were given the cure first and used their immunity to fight back against the Flora herds. And the only reason changeling Floras were spared was because a few animals actively protested against it. Since no Flora changeling has ever been reported to be hostile or aggressive and instead act like a giant bumblebees. We are nearing the end. I truthfully think next episode will be the last episode of the season, but don't panic, because there is a new series which is basically a continuation of Fallendawn called Imperium Timeline Tide! Or just Imperium for short. They'll be starting that next Saturday after the final episode. Okay. I think it's foolish that they would spare the changelings, the infected changelings. No. It's not a good disease. It doesn't do good. Yeah, they get pollinators, sure, but leave that to the actual bees. If one of those things probably slaps you or something, I don't know. Worst case, you mess with it. You're probably going to die, and then you start it all over again. Yeah, that's the issue. Well, okay, hold on. I take back what I said. If there is a cure, and everyone has it at this point, right? Then I guess it doesn't matter. I guess a Flora doesn't matter anyway. Even if it's harmless, then why bother? So, I take back what I said. I suppose I understand why you could leave them around. I guess I get it. This just seems a little risky in case it were to, like, evolve or adapt. Did I erase him? Okay, Thorax. Deep breath. Today is the day. I will confess to Aphrodite. Oh my god. It's so kawaii. It's his arc. But how? Big old bug eyes. How should Thorax confess? Go into town, pick up Aphrodite's favorite sweet snacks for a surprise? That's too boring. Cook, prepare a meal for Aphrodite? Boring. Invite her to the spa day of relaxing. I don't know. All those just sound cliche. I don't like cliche. I prefer unorthodox methods. Honestly, no. Probably a spa. No. The picnic would be more thematic, right? That'd be more appropriate. That's just you. Spa day? Maybe not. I don't know. I think you should do all of them. Final episode! We're finally here! Oh man, crazy. Time flies. After many months and restless nights, after the cure was released, it's been officially announced that the war with the Flora is over. Their numbers dropped so low it was safe to travel and leave your homes. Crazy. And to think it was even possible. I can't believe it's been almost 2 years. I can't wait to be back home. I can't reach what she's saying. Something there. I miss the treehouse. Sometimes I miss the treehouse, I'm guessing. Me too. I hope everyone back home are taking care of themselves. It's fine. Everything is working out. Everyone is happy, and the Queen has a special unit looking for Flora Lee. I can relax, sigh. Who am I? Kidding. I can't. She's still out there. Yeah, you're right. She's growing a cult out there. It's okay. Everything's going to work out. drama, we're foreshadowing to Flora Lee where she's building her cult army, right? Yup, that's what we're doing. We're finding her lair. It's lovely out today, isn't it? Indeed it is, my dear. The followers have settled down and we finally got some huts together. Sounds like everything is coming together. Oh, Flora Lee became Buggly. Dude, poor not Chrysalis. Poor Flora Lee, Cheer Lee. If this is the card Flora, Cheer Lee was handed in her life. She was school teacher to mutated plant creature, delusional plant creature, and now she is a spider deity. What an unfortunate fate she has been given. Honestly. The end of Fallendawn, no Imperium itself will be continuing. I'm just ending the Infection era. The new Imperium series will focus more on the aftermath, the characters and developments, their daily life, and just generally be more story-driven with cute, funny, romantic, and tragic interactions with world building and many surprises to come. It will be a series with no seasons and no end, at least not for the near future. Just endless episodes coming out every other week. There will also be more shorts and mini-series coming out the weeks where there is no episodes. Honestly, the Infection arc played so much into it. I think it should definitely be continued the way they suggest. But I feel like there's also room to kind of look back and do more like Cheerly's Diary stuff. I love Cheerly's Diary. I think that was probably one of the greatest things. One of the highlights. Obviously continue the series, but just an occasional, because this is what it was all built around. Fallendawn was kind of built all around the Infection, at least the start of it. And 4 whole seasons of it. I think it would be kind of a shame if we just said goodbye to what kind of made it so special this far. So, I don't know. That's just what I think. I think I would personally love to see more, Infection stuff, I guess. Thorax Confesses Part 1. Did I watch the Confession Part 1? No. Yeah, this is the episode. Final episode. Timeline Tides, Episode 2. This is going to be its own thing. Oh, frick. We're at an interesting spot here. So, this is the start of the new series. I'm going to read the Thorax Confesses part. We're not going to start the new thing here. I know some of you probably want me to, but I'm not going to do that yet. A mini-series where you get to decide what happens next. Okay. Alright, I'll make Aphrodite her favorite veggie pasta. I should go with something sweet to go with. Oh, I know. We've harvested a bunch of fruits earlier. I can use them to make some fruit tarts. Fruit tart sounds pretty good, honestly. Perfect. When they're almost done, I'll start cooking the pasta. I should set the table while I wait. Oh, it's colorful. Something smells good. What you making? Uh-oh. You're exposed. Your cover's been blown. Oh no, she's early. What do I do? Oh no, he's been compromised. What should Thorax do? Ask Aphrodite to wait in the gardens? Admit he was cooking for her? Ask her to join and cook the rest together? Oh frick, there was one thing left and I was too eager beaver. I thought that was the last. Okay, hold on. Okay. I didn't miss anything. What's this? Ah! Art commission stuff. I don't mind sharing this because it helps them. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's pretty. That's actually unique. Confession Part 3. Oh boy. What's going on? We've been spending a lot of time together as of late. Summer now lives in Silesia with Athena, and Soteria is still out and about helping the worst of it rebuild what they lost, as she says. A part of me is grateful everyone is gone. It's given me the courage to be more assertive, and I hope it all works out in the end. It's ready. Okay, so you chose the make it together option. Oh, it's so adorable. They're cute. They're cute, though. Haha. Oh, frick! Double click. I like the wings. Should I confess now? Right here? No. Maybe I should take her to the gardens to confess. Do it, bro. You gotta own it. These last few weeks have been so peaceful. Most of the refugees have returned home and the economy has finally started settling down. Thorax has also been doing a lot lately. Now that Sombra and Sunburst are gone, Thorax is my sole advisor. He's really stepped in and taken charge. Honestly, I couldn't ask for anyone better. Beautiful. Okay, well, unfortunately, there is not any more Thorax confesses at this current moment. What are you? I'm not gonna go back and read through all this, but I suppose I can kind of go through it, I guess? I love it. What a fun series. That's pretty much it, though. That's the end. That's the end of Fallendawn for the infection arc, the one we were really focused on. Imperium Tides. I'm not sure how I'm gonna cover that. That might be a way in the future type thing. Obviously, with seasons, that really helped organize parts and stuff. But now that there isn't going to be that, I'll kind of just have to use best judgment. And that might be a long ways away in between from when I actually get around to it. Like I said, I think, if anything, I would love to watch more little things like Cheerly's Diary. I'm really focused on that because what I really liked about Cheerly's Diary was the fact that it was a individual story. It was focused on a character and what was happening to them in their life. That, to me, was just very good story writing, and I really liked that. And I would be kind of, like, bummed out because there's not a lot of that. You know, I would like more AUs focused purely on maybe a character, a short story, like I said, Cheerly's Diary. I loved it. I'm really excited. I think this will go far, and it's very impressive how much effort Skye has put into this series. It's definitely one of the most complex series out there for sure, hands down. But mad respect, wonderful, awesome stuff. As always, I will be leaving links in the description down below. You folks can all check this out yourselves, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.